ADHD. So as a person ADHD. So as a
優しさを生むのに 俺は俺は私ですね。Foda-se. Peço desculpa existir. Tão bom existir. Ao mesmo tempo não é nada bom existir. Sim, está mais baixo um bocadinho. Como é que está este som? É porque eu não sei como é que está o som. Desculpem lá. Está fixe, acho eu. Mas está porreirolas. O som está porreirolas, pá. Orewa Watashi Orewa Watashi Orewa Watashi desu ne Minna. A Maria disse que detesta que eu faça este som. Desculpa, Maria. Eu estou à espera que ela chegue. Estou à espera que a Maria chegue. O que é que eu poderia fazer, entretanto? Enquanto ela não vem. Ore wa watashi One person found your review helpful. Desculpem não estar a dizer nada. Enquanto a Maria... Eu tenho isto instalado? Tenho, sim senhor. Enquanto a Maria não vem, vou jogar um bocadinho de Hollow Knight, porque é o meu jogo preferido de sempre. Será? Não sei. E porquê que eu estou a dizer? I don't know. Que dia é hoje? Que dia é hoje? Estou perdido. Nunca joguei com esta gráfica. Será que esta gráfica aguenta o Hollow Knight? Estou a enganar toda a gente. Pessoal, eu disse que ia jogar Last of Us e não estou a jogar Last of Us. Ia pá. Algum save que eu não tenha a 100%? Eu tenho aqui um com 44 minutos. Estou para este. Isto é foda. O ícone do Hollow Knight nunca tinha visto. Estava a giro. Onde é que eu estou sequer? Eu tenho dash? Tenho. Se tenho dash, quer dizer que já fiz a Nina. If you know what I mean. Nina, man. Nina time. Vamos à Nina. Olha, Nina, quero tratar de ti. Shit. Acho que as 250 horas não chegaram, não é? Tirurirure, tirurirure. Eu devia meter um podcast qualquer por trás, não é? Tipo, uma coisa racista ou misoginista. Oh fuck. A palavra não existe, by the way. Bem? Ah! Magoou-me. Não posso apelar ao não sabia. Mas posso apelar ao enganei-me. Enganei-me. Não era bem assim que eu queria. Então como é que está o vosso verão? Isto está um calor do caralho, meu. Acho que é para aqui que eu quero ir. Já não me lembro. Eu devia... E já devia estar tudo memorizado, não é? Não consigo lembrar de coisas que joguei 1000 vezes. Acho que não ganho nada se subir. Opa. Estou a pensar, who cares? Who? Who asked? Can I even go there? Me. Oh shit. Fuck. Yes. Uh-oh. No máximo tem aquele... Guy. Não é... Não vale a pena vir aqui. What am I doing? Why am I here? I mean, this dude... Pogo. Pogo Frodo. Bzz, bzz. Actually, I should be playing another game. Respira. Pois tem aqui o... Exatamente, é isso que eu queria fazer. There's a guy here. This guy sucks. And that's why he cool. Eu provavelmente já o fiz. Pois, já está feito. Oh. Pessoal, estou a perder tempo, I'm sorry. Lá se foi a speedrun. Wait, agora posso fazer isto. Não. Não. Acho que mesmo aquele sítio não é útil. Mas que se foda, peraí, vou lá. Já não lembro porque é que não é útil. Ok. Huh. Eu digo que não devia ir para aqui, mas se calhar. Mas se calhar devia ir para aqui, está certo. Ou pelo menos não deve magoar. Aquela subida ali é que é fodida. Ah! Enganei-me. Such beautiful music and everything. Só não estou fixe. Parece um bebê. Dizer a palavra bebê fez-me pensar numa coisa que quero dizer à Maria. Mas seria um bocado de psicoanálise. E acho que toda a gente testa isso. Oi? Oh shit. Então. Não consigo. Ah, magoei-me. Really? Inspect. Oi, oi, este não é o botão de curar. Qual é o botão de curar? É este. Uh-oh. I'm just fucking around right now, right? Eu acho que vou até cima. Ah, ok. Can I even? I don't think I can. Ui, tô fodido. PC está aos gritos? Não, é só obras lá fora ou some shit. Okay. This is not The Last of Us. I'm sorry. Wait, devia dizer que é o Last of Us, mas o DLC. E tipo spoilers. Oh shit. That's what I should say. Oh. I have to go left. Well, I'm making money, I guess. My dad would be proud. Make that bread, boy. Make that bread. Make that bread, bro. Make that bread, bro. I should watch some Jason Story. I think he's my favorite guy. I'm gonna watch him. This is a great question.
So, if you've worked with Unity for any real length of time, you've probably become pretty familiar with this loading bar. And you probably hate it just as much as I do.
We all do.
What is it doing though? Well, let's have a look. So we're going to
Nobody
create a real
knows.
quick new Unity project. And once that's finished loading up, we're going to have a look at the contents of this directory. So let's see what Unity has created for us. We're going to have a look here at the library folder. In particular, we care about the script assemblies. In here is where all your code goes. Now, why is there so much stuff here already? Well, if we have a look at the packages and see what Unity has got for us in the manifest,
Pois
you'll
é.
notice that there's actually already a lot of stuff
Muita
here.
caca, yeah.
All of these additional dependencies are included with our build. So what happens if we just remove all of them? Well, first, Unity deletes the folder and rebuilds it. But if we open it up again, we'll see there's nothing in it. So when there are no dependencies, there are no files in our script assemblies. Now we're going to make our own file. Let's see what Unity does. You'll see here that it's now created an assembly-C# DLL. And that's where our new Hello World file has been built and compiled. That's what that bar is doing. It is compiling into that file. If you don't believe me, we're going to have a look at .peek, which will let us look inside that DLL and see its contents.
Oh.
So if we have .peek here and we drag in this assembly-C# that we've got,
This is a boss.
open it, you'll notice under the root namespace we have our new Hello World mono behavior. And that's kind of cool. We can see what the code is compiled into. But here's the interesting thing. This isn't the only assembly-C# on my machine. If we now just hide everything away for a second, bring up another tool called Search Everything, what we can do is we can do a quick search. So apparently I have 39,000 DLL files. If we do a prefix here, assembly
Jesus Christ.
-C#,
Wait, o botão
you'll
não
now
funcionou.
find all of the assembly C# DLLs on my machine. In this case, there's 1,000 of them. But you'll notice a lot of these are actually in my Steam library.
What is this delay?
And you might even recognize the name of some of the games. We've got Cuphead, Origami, Cluster Truck, Enter the Gungeon, Firewatch. These are all Unity games that have built their own assembly-C#.
Okay.
And if we do the same thing,
Wait,
here
what?
we can see all of the files that have been built into that DLL. Now you'll notice some of these are names of assets. These are all scripts that have been built into that same DLL. Now why is that? Why is it not their own code? Well, because all of these exist in the root namespace. This is what Unity does for every script that has not been placed into its own DLL. Which means that anytime your code recompiles, so too does all of that other stuff because it gets compiled into the same DLL.
That's why it takes so
Interesting, though, is if we pick a slightly
long.
older game, like Thomas Was Alone, you'll notice it's a lot sparser. There's a lot less code in here. It's kind of interesting because it still has more code, obviously. This can't be all of the scripts. There's more than 4 or 5 files. But they're not in this DLL. When this game was written, it was written using a language that Unity used to support, which was called Boo. Booleang. And in that case, the code isn't built into that particular DLL. So that kind of highlights that we can move code out into its own DLLs that are not the ones that we're using. If we bring up our own script assemblies folder, we'll go back to just removing the one we do have
Uh-oh,
our hello
my
world,
controller is fucked.
and Unity will once more delete
Vocês,
that and
coping,
clear
desculpas e cenas, eu detesto-vos,
it out. Now
ok?
what happens
Queria só dizer
if
que vos detesto.
instead we now have our empty directory, if we create a new folder and
Cope
we
dilate.
start putting our scripts in here, what we can do is we can add what's called an assembly definition. What this does
For
is it
my
defines a
scripts?
certain chunk of code that is supposed to be built into its own particular location. So now when we put our scripts in here, Unity are going to build this particular chunk of code into its own file.
Ok.
Which means whenever you change the contents of this directory, you're not rebuilding the entire C# assembly.
Oh no.
And if we put stuff in the root again, it will yet again create another assembly-C#. And all the assets that you download that haven't put themselves in a DLL will be lumped alongside you in there. So that was interesting and all, but why did we bother covering it? Well, currently your workflow is most likely you write a script, Unity builds it for you into a DLL, you press play, you test your game, you make some changes, and you do it again. And that's fine, but the problem is oftentimes the building and testing can take up a lot more time than the typing you're doing, which means making
Yeah.
small changes requires this really long cycle of development of just waiting for it to rebuild and press play and test and get to the
É
point
isso que está a acontecer hoje em dia.
that's what it's doing. Well, in theory, the code is just lines of code, and you should be able to test that without having to run a whole game.
Eu escrevo uma
just to
linha de
check that it
código e
works.
fico que demora segundo
I
e
like to
fico
do the
10
building
segundos à espera.
myself. So rather than letting Unity do it, which is using something called MS Build, the exact same tool that you have, you can build that externally and take the output DLL and just drop it into Unity.
Oh.
And so that's what we're going to do in the next video. We're going to take that
Oh,
external
gotcha,
DLL,
gotcha.
we're going to drop it into Unity, and then we're going to automate that process so we don't have to do it ourselves every time. Catch you on
Gotcha.
the next one.
I understand the concept. Alguma vez ele fez o vídeo? Se bem que para esta altura nem importa porque já percebi o conceito. Oh, I have no double jump. Sorry. I'm dead. Close to this. Desce. Ah, olha aí, foda-se. Ok. Deixa eu passar, pá. Oh, isto é morte para mim. Oh. No more Jason story. I like that guy. He's cool. He's my best friend.
If you've spent any significant amount of time working on a project in Unity, you've probably become quite familiar with the somewhat frustrating phenomenon of Unity's compile times growing longer and
And
longer.
longer. Hello,
In fact, if
governor.
you're anything like me, you're finding that so much time passes between making a change in code and Unity responding again that your attention drift has probably brought you away from work and right to this video while you wait.
Exactly.
Well, luckily for you, you've stumbled across the right video, as it turns out that Unity actually has a little secret that it's been hiding from you that can drastically improve compile times and reduce those gaps between you writing code and you working in the editor again. The answer to this common problem is to start taking advantage of assembly definition files. These are asset files that live in your project that Unity uses to determine what to recompile and when, and if used correctly,
And
can
if,
drastically
and
improve your experience
whatever.
working in Unity. Hi
Well,
there,
I'm dead.
Matt,
I'm
and
dead.
welcome to Game Dev Guide. In this video, we're going to take a look at how we
Game
can use
Dev
assembly definitions in our
Guide.
project. We're going to learn what assembly
The
definitions
book.
do and how they work. We're going to look at how to get started adding them to our project. And we're also going to discuss some of
Dark
the project
Souls.
architecture best practices that we need to consider to get the most out of using them. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got a project here that I've been working on for a while now, and I've noticed that it's beginning to choke whenever we switch back from our IDE. As you can see, things are laid out all over the place. There's a whole bunch of folders of assets from the asset store, hundreds of scripts for the game, and various other folders full of tools and utilities. I'm sure this is a familiar sight to many of you. As your project gets bigger, Unity takes longer and longer to respond after making changes,
Longer
so it gets
and
increasingly more
longer.
frustrating to work on a large project like this. It's rather demoralizing. To understand what's going on and why this happens, we need to switch back into our IDE and explore how Unity and C# compile our code. If we take
Yes.
a look at the solution file for our project, notice how a lot of our classes are bundled up into this header of assembly C# or assembly C# editor. One being the runtime files and the other being all of our custom Unity editor classes. In a nutshell, an assembly is just a group of classes like this. When we create a new script in the project, Unity automatically adds it to one of these two assemblies. When we edit a script that's in an assembly and return to Unity, it recompiles everything in that assembly and any assembly that has a reference to it. So, as your project grows and your classes get bigger and more dependent, Unity steps through every single entry in this list and recompiles it, even if it's just one file that you've changed. With this in mind, you can probably understand how breaking up your project into lots of smaller groups of classes would speed things up. By putting things into these groups, we can stop Unity from wasting time recompiling large chunks of code that hasn't changed. This is exactly what assembly definitions let you do. Assembly
We have
definitions
to-
essentially break up your code into
This is
small
so
groups
annoying.
and enables Unity to recompile
I
select
feel like the
groups in
Unity
code base
devs fucking
instead of
suck.
the entire code base whenever there's a change.
Mm-mm.
Notice how there's additional assemblies in here already? That's because a lot of Unity's built-in packages are defined in their own assemblies, so
Yep.
that they don't recompile when you're working on your project. It's worth mentioning that adding assembly definitions to your project comes with a few architectural constraints that you'll need to consider and may influence how useful they'll be to you in your current project.
Okay,
When
talk
building
to
out
me.
your
Talk
assemblies,
to
you'll
me.
often need to think about how well your project splits up into standalone groups of code in order to get the most out of using them. We'll discuss what I mean by that in a bit. For now though, one of the things you can probably do, no matter how your project is set up, is group all of your asset store
Get the
code
map.
into its own assembly. It's pretty safe to assume that many of you never touch
Assume?
the code from the asset store, but unless the developer has defined an assembly for their asset, most of the scripts in these assets from the store will be included in the C# or C# editor assembly. So if you ever
Yeah.
noticed Unity slowing down after downloading quite a large asset from the asset store, this is most likely why. Scripts included
Eu não
in
acho
these
que seja
assets
boa
are all being
prática
included
mexer
in
em
the compile
código
process
de
anytime you make a change to your game code.
third parties.
Seeing as a lot of this stuff doesn't get touched most of the time, we can pop it into its own assembly and likely see an increase in compile times straight out of the gate. To do this, let's create a new folder called external, and then let's move all of our asset store assets and folders into here.
Que aí basicamente estás a dizer, well,
Then
vou
inside
eu
this
suportar
directory,
este código.
let's create
Tipo, tem
a
mais
new
coisas,
assembly
certo?
definition file in the root of this folder and
Trabalha
call it
tua, filha da puta.
project.external.
Muito
Now we have
caralho.
compiled all of our asset store files into its own assembly. If you get any errors in the console, it's likely that one of these asset store files is referencing a Unity assembly or package. You can solve this error by adding the assembly it's looking for in the assembly definition references list.
Yeah.
If we hit apply and take a look
Eu não
back
estou a ver
in
nada
our
do vídeo,
IDE,
mas eu estou a
we can
perceber a
now see
ideia.
our new assembly in the solution.
Oh.
Now, whenever we change our game code, Unity will no longer recompile the scripts in this folder. These scripts will only get recompiled if one of them changes. If you've got a lot of asset store scripts in your project, you should already notice an improvement in compilation times whenever
Uh-oh.
you make a change to your code. If you're using 2020.2 or later, Unity has actually made a whole bunch of improvements to the editor, making assembly definitions even faster and more efficient.
Oh, cool.
Information on that is in the description. For most
Should I
people
go
in the
here?
early stages of their projects, moving asset store files into its own assembly will be more than enough to speed the project back up. But if you're pretty deep into development like I am, you've probably still got quite a lot of scripts lurking around in those two assemblies Unity
Looking
creates for you.
around.
The goal then should be to break up your code into chunks that make sense for your project. If you have a project full of cross-references and spaghetti code, this is going to be a bit trickier to optimize because assembly definitions work best when they're not referencing other assemblies. This is
Pois.
because assemblies are recompiled anytime code within them changes or anytime their references change.
Sim,
And
sim,
this
sim,
makes
sim.
sense,
Se não
right?
tem que compilar os
If
dois ao
code
mesmo
in
tempo.
assembly A is referencing code in assembly B, and code in assembly B
That
changes,
defeats the
assembly A needs
purpose,
to
I
recompile
think.
to make sure that that code it's referencing is still valid. So with this in mind, you want to consider just how granular you can get with your assemblies. The next step you can probably take, regardless of your architecture at the moment,
This could be a
is to
good
split your
teaching
codebase up
thing
into an editor assembly and runtime
for
assembly.
everyone.
There's no
Oh,
point
shit.
recompiling runtime code when you're just working on editor scripts. So let's create folders for those and split everything up accordingly. In our editor assembly, we'll need to create a reference to our core assembly, keeping in mind what we said earlier that any changes to our project will cause our editor assembly to also recompile, but not vice versa. You may notice here that we can tell Unity to include different assemblies based on the target platforms. We know our editor assembly only needs to work in the editor, so let's set this as an editor assembly. If you're building for console or 64-bit machines, you can break your codebase up into assemblies for these platforms, and Unity will only include them when it's set to build for that platform. So we've now got three assemblies: our asset store code, our editor code, and our runtime code. From this point, it's going to vastly depend on your project structure to determine if you can break down your code further into assemblies and sub-assemblies. I can't really help much more than this, other than show you how I've broken up things in my own projects. This is the game I'm working on, and before doing my thing with assembly definitions, it would take upwards of 2 to 3 minutes to respond after making a change to a single script. So I have a few different editor tools in my project, and I don't really want all of my
Mas eu já
projects to
gostei mesmo,
recompile when
importante.
I'm just working on the tool. So I've broken the project up into my game code and tool code assemblies. I've also added a shared assembly for different utility type classes that rarely change much, but all of these other assemblies need to have access to. You'll likely want to play around with these to figure out something that works for your current project. Like I said before, you'll need to consider removing as many dependencies on other assemblies as possible to get the most out of using them, so you may have to get creative with how you group code or create cross-assembly references. And this is kind of an interesting side effect of using assembly definitions, as they force you into a workflow
It
that
is.
influences clean architecture and helps you avoid lots of
Yeah.
spaghetti references.
That's exactly what I was
After all of
thinking.
this work, you should notice a significant improvement in how long Unity takes to respond after your code changes, especially when you're working within an assembly that isn't heavily referenced.
Pay to see something nice. Like what? His dick?
And that's about it for this video. Hopefully you found this useful. Be sure to leave your thoughts down below and let me know if you've learned a thing or two about assembly definitions. And speaking of learning a thing or two, excellent segue, nailed it, you may also be interested in this video's sponsor, Skillshare. As you probably know, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get
Se eu
lost
tivesse
in
mais
your
poderes,
creativity.
aquele gajo via,
The
meu.
class that I've really enjoyed watching is this one called 3D Illustration, creating isometric designs in Adobe Illustrator, which basically gives you the tools
Adobe?
to create isometric art
Parece
in
interessante o que ele está a
Illustrator
dizer.
that you can use as sprites in your games.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of
interessante o que ele está a
SimCity
dizer.
and isometric art in general, so this one is great for
Apesar de ser
me and
anúncio,
definitely
é
worth a
interessante, não é
watch.
mesmo? Oi?
Skillshare is created specifically for learning, meaning that there are no ads and they're always adding new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity
Estou
takes you.
focused.
If you're interested in supporting the channel, click the link in the description below, as the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link will get a free trial of Skillshare's premium
Dude,
membership,
a
so you can explore your
fucking 1,000?
creativity and check out these classes yourself. Thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring, and also
I
a
can't
big
do
thanks
this.
to my patrons for your support. I really
Can't do this
appreciate
yet.
it. Be sure to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and if you're new here,
Like
feel
the
free to hit that
video.
subscribe button. It'll let you follow the channel and see new videos as they go live. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.
As usual, thanks for being a fucking asshole. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying, man. Isto é o save. Pode ser. Check out these other videos. Maybe Maybe I won't check out those other videos. Wow. He unalived himself. O caminho é por aqui, by the way. Ai, magoei-me. Por este lado antes. Talvez não me magoou. Machei. Well, great success. Que mais coisas é que eu posso aprender sobre a vida? Making an AI OnlyFans with computer science. I don't think that's interesting. Or is it? Nobody wins with pornography, says one guy.
So I'd like to give a few reasons why I don't like pornography.
This
And
guy
more
doesn't
than
like
that,
pornography.
Why I think pornography is unhealthy. And more than that, why I know pornography is unhealthy. For starters, pornography has done
This guy
nothing
looks like an
to
idiot.
help me in my life. And it started when I was young.
I like him
When I
though.
was a teenager. I found
like
my
this
friend's
idiot.
father's pornography. I remember that happened once. A friend of mine and I were looking in his father's attic for some toy or something like that, and we found this whole stash of pornographic magazines.
Stash!
And we looked at it, and it was kind of exciting. It was amazing. Ooh, naked women. We hadn't seen this before, and we were looking and looking and looking. And yet, it poisoned me. It was something that, like, I was way too young to be seeing this. I was way too young to be seeing women who were in their late teens, early 20s, late 20s even.
Late
standing
teens?
there naked, doing strange and naked sexual things.
Wait, I don't
that
think
I'd
that's
never seen
legal.
before or never even thought
Is that
about
legal?
before. It caused me to be disturbed in some way.
Ou estamos a
to
falar
lose
de
my innocence.
18s?
Then
Aí
another
pode ser.
time, my
É
family
legal, estou-me a
gave me
cagar.
access to different pornography. Both of my parents let me have it. And I remember seeing it. I was, 13, 14
Olá Maria,
years old,
enquanto
and it
esperava
was
estava a jogar
some
este
of it was
joguinho.
hardcore
Não queria começar a
porn.
jogar o
And
joguinho
it
sem
was,
estares
like,
aqui.
twisting me.
Então
It made it
estava a jogar este
difficult
outro
for
joguinho.
me again to look at women, even to look at men in the same ways, to think about things that I wasn't remotely ready to be thinking about. I'd never held hands with a girl. I'd never kissed a girl. And
Damn.
here I was
This guy
seeing
does not
people
like
do
pornography. O
things
que é que tu achas,
that were
Maria?
really extreme, really perverse, really twisted, not about love at all. It didn't set me up to think, oh, men and women can be having loving relationships. And some of it was women and women. I'd never even thought of homosexuality or lesbianism or anything like this. And suddenly I'm seeing some extreme manifestation of it. Really terrible loss of my innocence.
That's
It was
okay,
something that
Maria.
I was not ready to handle and certainly
Quando tu
did
disseste-
not help me develop more healthy.
Quando tu disseste que estavas available, eu fui logo, ei, vou,
With
yeah,
girls
yeah,
of my
tipo
age.
os putos.
Made me look at them in ways
Tipo as
that I
crianças.
wasn't ready to be looking at.
Ei!
And the thing is that I think is so sad is this is going back 30 years. Nowadays, with the
TWNH?
advent of the internet being so exploded, I've heard this idea that the internet has a large
como é que está a minha
percentage
voz,
of it
Maria?
being just about pornography. Children seeing pornography, children having easy access to pornography. I remember a few years ago talking with a friend.
Este gajo acho que é
of mine
um
who had two daughters. She
ex-therapist.
told me a
Um
story about her young
ex-psicólogo.
daughter, 6, 7 years old. The daughter was playing some computer game on her dad's computer, and suddenly a pop-up came up. Apparently, her dad was using pornography.
Oh, no.
But the mom didn't realize what happened. Instead, she looked over, and her daughter had this very, very strange look on her face. And the mom couldn't place what the look is, but knew something was not quite right with the look on her daughter's face. She couldn't
Something's
see what
up.
her daughter was watching on the computer. but
And it's
somehow her
probably a
radar
dick.
went up. Her daughter shouldn't have
I'm
this
sorry.
expression on her face.
Desculpa, fui
The mom
má
went over,
onda,
the daughter was
Maria.
trying to hide it, but the mom got
Se
to
foi,
it in
não
time
queria.
where the daughter was watching these two adults engage in hardcore sexual interaction. And the daughter was watching this, totally like not expecting this. She was playing some little Disney game or something like this, and then this
Jesus.
popped up in front of her. The problem is, once a little child sees that, it never is going to get out of their mind. And I've seen this, and I've talked to parents who talk about this with their children, that their children saw porn, they hear their children having conversations about porn.
Que horror para a
they've
miúda,
seen on the
indeed,
internet,
concordo.
maybe at a friend's
Foda-se.
house, and it's like, once that cat is out of the bag, it is never going to go back.
She's gonna be an
That, like,
OnlyFans
really
girl
twists
now.
a child's
Estou a brincar.
But
Não há
that's just
relação
children, that's
oficial
obvious.
entre
I don't think
bebê, sei
anybody
lá,
can
pessoal,
argue
não
with me
sei.
that children should not be seeing porn.
Acho que o pessoal estava a dizer que
But then there's adults.
geralmente há aquela cena de
Adults
acharmos que há uma
looking at
relação
stuff that they
entre
shouldn't be seeing. And
teres
why
uma
do
má
they say
relação
they
com o teu
shouldn't be
pai
seeing?
ou com os teus
The
pais
main
e
reason, I think,
ir para a
adults,
prostituição,
even
mas eu acho
though
que não há
they look like
relação.
adults, they
Ei?
may have the ages of adults below the surface, often on an
Ah.
emotional level. We all, to some degree, are just hurt children. We actually all are innocent little hurt children who have been violated in all sorts of different ways and are still stuck in it and are trying to find their ways out of it
True.
to heal it
That's
or
me.
not to heal it. And when people look at porn, it taps right into the place that helps us bypass the healing process, go back into dissociation, lose ourselves, lose our souls, get lost.
I don't know
get
what he
confused,
means, but okay.
Find ways of feeling quick, easy
But I believe him.
pleasure, diversion.
Again,
loss of
Maria, como é que está o
good,
som?
healthy consciousness in order to watch things that people shouldn't be.
Minha voz.
Also, what is porn if it's not voyeurism? Watching other people who
Voyeurism.
are exhibitionistic doing things that actually are private, and yet they're doing it in front of a camera, often for money. And that's the overt, ostensible reason that they're doing it. They're doing it on the camera for exhibitionism, for money, for popularity, for fame, for views. But underneath it, why would someone really do porn? Well, then there's the idea.
internet is
men,
for
especially
porn.
in heterosexual porn. Men do porn because it makes them look like men. They're porn stars. They're
É isso que
tough
estou a
guys. They're
dizer.
the ultimate in masculinity. And
Maria.
women, why would women do porn? Because they're sexy, because they want to show off their bodies. I've heard some people say, oh, they're doing it because it empowers them. But it doesn't empower people, really. And I think for the people who engage in
Capitalismo.
pornography, it's lose-lose.
Não é-
Or
peraí.
better said, lose-lose-lose-lose.
Eu não queria dizer
I mean, first
capitalismo,
off,
mas eu percebo o que queres dizer. Eu quero concordar contigo, mas queria procurar outra palavra. Tipo, como é que chama aquela coisa do procura, oferta-procura? Eu acho que tem mais. É uma coisa mais económica.
Oh, people saying, oh, sex isn't about anything. It's just about expressing who you are. It's not about emotions at all. What's wrong with showing who you are, especially when you're young and you're strong and you're fit? But troubled people
Porque eu
do
sinto que
pornography.
capitalismo-
This isn't something that healthy people want to engage in.
Eu sinto que
Healthy people
capitalismo-
don't want to show their bodies, their fully nude bodies in
A
front of
diferença
complete
é que capitalismo
strangers, in front of people
tipo,
on the internet. Also,
inventa
when I was
necessidade.
a therapist, sometimes I worked with people who
Inventa
did
necessidade e
porn,
depois vende-te.
who engaged in it,
Eu
who
sinto
had
que o
been paid
OnlyFans
to do it, or sometimes
não
even
inventa
were
necessidades.
forced to do it and didn't
Perce-
get paid
percebes a
for it.
diferença?
And what I heard again
Atenção,
and
Maria, eu não sei se.
both from
Eu não sei
the
se o que eu estou a dizer
men
faz
who
sentido, mas na minha
engaged in
cabeça faz,
pornography
ok?
and the women who engaged in it,
Tenho que estar sempre a dar este
they had been
caveat,
sexually
foda-se.
violated when they were younger.
I hate it here.
Their boundaries had been violated when they were younger. They had already prior experience in their lives before they ever started doing pornography to not being allowed to have their boundaries, to learning that their boundaries didn't count, that their self
É assim,
didn't count.
para
that
ser
their
justo com
bodies
este gajo,
didn't
o título do vídeo é
and not
Why
infrequently,
porn is not
they're
good
just
for
replicating
anyone.
that
Claramente ele não
pattern
gosta
when
de
they
porno,
are
né?
doing pornography. And sometimes they're replicating the pattern of what had already been done to them. They're repeating their history of sexual violation, and they're trying to do it now from a power position where they feel like they are more in control of the situation. Maybe they feel good because now at least I'm getting paid for it, I've heard people say. But really, I think underneath it, it's just a striving to heal, a striving to make sense of the horrible things that happened to them, make sense of the confusing dynamics that often came right out of their families of origin. Not infrequently, I've heard from people who did pornography that they were incested in their families of origin. Their basic relationships that they had with the people who were supposed to love them were so confusing and so mixed up with violation and not love and disrespect that disrespecting themselves, disrespecting their most private selves, their bodies, their
Mas
thoughts,
espera, desculpa,
their
eu disse alguma,
was no
eu disse alguma coisa que Como é que eu ia dizer? Eu disse alguma coisa que te desautorizasse? É que se disse, I'm sorry, ok?
Normal to them. And that norm
Estás aqui é para dar a tua opinião. Senão eu não fazia esse stream sequer.
can get played out in front of the camera for the world to watch. And not to help heal the world, not to help make use of their painful experience for the world. And it's so sad. And it's like confused, hurt people ending up being more confused in what they do as they get older. And
Acho que vou fazer o meu
hurting
boss
other
preferido
people as
antes
a
de ir para o
byproduct.
Last of Us.
Now, I remember once
Permites-me?
upon a time hearing someone make the argument, well, actually, pornography is harm reduction. It's better, at least, that some men watch a lot of pornography than going out and raping women. I remember hearing that argument.
Eu já ouvi
thinking,
isso
well,
para pedofilia,
I don't know
o que-
if
este
that's
argument.
actually true. Is it true that people actually could watch
Tipo,
pornography
potenciais
in
pedófilos
lieu
a
of
verem
being rapists? I'm not sure about that.
pedo porn
But what I
para
would
evitarem
say
sair ao
most clearly
mundo
is
fazer mal.
Both of these things are
Ugh.
obviously not doing
Really
anything
dark,
for the person themselves to
stuff.
help them heal from their traumas. There's no grieving in this. There's no moving
Estava só a
forward and
contra-argumentar.
making
Sim,
sense of what
é uma coisa
happened to
que eu
them.
vi que tu não
Both
viste,
of
não é?
these things are disconnected
Sorry.
from doing any.
É uma coisa que eu estou informe de que tu não estás, que era o título do vídeo. Ou seja, se tu visses esse título, se calhar não ligava, não abrias, porque era tipo, não quero ver. Pronto, eu sabia, não é? Que o título era Porn Helps Nobody. Era algo desse género.
Any processing of
Às
their
5?
trauma.
Ok, na boa.
And then I think of this
Eu acho que consigo
argument.
passar o
Who was
boss
that serial killer?
em
I
tempo
can't
útil.
remember his name, but he was down in Florida. That's where they actually ended up putting him.
Às tantas
to
não
death.
arrisco.
And I'll put his name right here somewhere when I do remember.
Porque às tantas é só mais uma hora para o
I
Last of Us
remember him
acabar.
saying that pornography actually contributed to him being a sexual serial killer, a rapist. a
Sexual
sadist. And it's like,
serial killer.
well, I don't think at root he became a serial killer because of pornography, which is what he said, what I remember at least him saying. I think it was more
I think
like
he's being
his
fair
terrible
now.
history of violation, his terrible history of abandonment when he was a child. I think that's what really set him up to do what he did. But I certainly don't think
See, he doesn't
pornography
like
did
porn, but I
anything
think he's
to
being
help
fair.
him in any way. And then there's the other thing. There's the idea of people who really profit from pornography, the people who own the porn companies and who own the websites.
Pouca capacidade.
Are these people
Por quê?
actually getting anything out of it aside from money? What I think is this is harming their soul.
Eu sinto que esses são os únicos vídeos que eu
they
consigo
might
ver.
be
No
making
entanto,
money
eu estou
from it,
sempre
just like the
sozinho.
people who are the porn stars, they might be making money from it. But making money when you're doing something unethical, making money when you're doing something that's
Mas se tivesse com
furthering
pessoas,
addiction in the world, furthering harm,
só conseguia ver
furthering
vídeos
trauma,
de
blocking
TikTok,
people
2
from
segundos
actually
no máximo.
dealing with what really
3 segundos já me estava a
happened
matar.
These people are doing something that's bad for
Ow.
the world. And I think from what I've
Às vezes
seen,
penso
when
que devia ir para
people
a psicologia.
do things
Foda-se,
that are
Maria.
bad for the world, even if they profit from it and make lots of money
A Maria com
for it,
157
their
anos.
soul dies
Estou no
because of
50º
it.
curso.
And
Este
they're
é que vai
not spreading
ser.
goodness, and they don't get self-esteem from it. I've
Son
never
Goku.
once heard someone who did pornography, who made money from pornography, feel like they get self-esteem from it. It may give them some grandiose sense of confidence in some ways, but that's not self-esteem. That's false self-esteem. Real self-esteem comes through healing. Real self-esteem comes through grieving what happened to us and connecting with the truth inside of us, and then being able to do
I think he's
healthy,
right.
esteemable actions that actually are useful and valuable to other people. And then I think, as I close this, I'm going to get back to again.
Quem dera poder dizer isto a alguém que conheço. E tu, quem? Eu, toda a gente, mas há uma pessoa que eu estou a pensar.
Myself being someone who has looked at pornography also as an adult and has personal experience with it and knows firsthand. So I can speak for, I think, a lot of people I've talked to who have porn addictions. It's nothing that helped me. Nothing that helped me in my relationships with other people. Nothing that really
Isso é porque
helped me
estás a tentar
connect
fazer
better
muitas
with
coisas ao mesmo
myself
tempo
on the
e não te
inside.
focas.
Nothing that made me love myself more. Nothing that made me love my body more. Nothing that helped me have better relationships with women.
Se quer dizer que o teu
better
nível de foco está muito baixo.
with men. Nothing that
Tens
made
que ir
me
treinar
look at
com
people
meditação
with more
e assim.
respect. Instead, it was something that dirtied me, dirtied my mind.
You know what I mean?
I'd go outside, I remember this, after having watched pornography, then going out and having a conversation with a woman who was a friend of mine,
Também acho que não.
not being able to interact with her in the healthiest way. And then I
Mas
think
acho
of
que não tem
all
mal.
these guys who are actually married or who have girlfriends to whom they are committed, and yet they're using pornography. And it disrupts their relationships with their romantic partners. Gay people too. Pornography, gay porn, disrupting their romantic relationships with their partners. And women too who use pornography, who use the fantasy of what they're watching to get certain sexual needs met, and not getting those
Este é o meu boss
so-called
preferido,
needs
Maria.
met through their relationship with their
É tão
partners.
fixe,
And
são os
that's
Mantis
another thing
Lords
I'll
e
come
tu.
back
Eu
to
sei, já vi isso,
explore.
já te devia
This whole
passá-lo
idea
500
of
vezes,
sexual
Bruno.
needs. I think there's this idea in our modern society that people have these sexual needs.
Uma
I
das
think it's
soluções é
blown
isso,
way
Maria.
out
Pode
of
ser
proportion
meditação.
compared to what people really actually need sexually.
Deves conseguir
We as
encontrar
adults
meditação
have hormones,
especificamente
we
para
have bodies.
aumentar o
Often
foco.
we do need some sort of sexual release.
Maybe.
But we don't need to actually have sexual release with other people. This can happen through our dreams. People can have nocturnal emissions.
Mas
and
se calhar nem é
have this.
preciso ser
This
específico.
naturally happens, even if you don't masturbate. So the idea that we need release, that we need to use pornography, that we need
Vontade de
to
tirar
have
a
sex with
janela.
others,
Oh, meu Deus.
to me, from what I've seen, not true at all. And what I have seen is all this use of pornography. Again, it's a way for people to have distance from themselves, distance from real, actual relationships with other people.
Isso pode-
and
acontece com
distance from
porno, mas pode
love
acontecer com
for
outras
others,
coisas, não é?
respect for others,
To be
and love
fair,
for ourselves on the inside.
joguinhos, qualquer coisa que nos permita fugir. Anything. Anything works. Oi? Drugs, alcohol. Video games. Manda uma mensagem a. Por falar nisso, vou mandar uma mensagem à Márcia. É um bocado tarde, mas talvez ela aceite. Dar uma voltinha. Também tens de sair às 5. Se a Maria não está aqui, porque é beber. I love this boss, Maria. Olha, estou a fazer no damage, mesmo à profissional, Maria. Já viste? Sou um pro. Cookies? Cookies? What does that mean, Maria? What are you talking about? Vou só fazer save e vou Last of Us. Eu acho que é para aqui. Ele dá-me uma vénia. Oh, é tão fixe, oh, eles dão-me vénias. É mesmo a minha parte preferida deste jogo. Tipo, não é o jogar em si, não é? Porque jogar em si eu adoro, não é? Eu sinto que é perfeito saltar e ir para as paredes e coisa. Adoro. Mas no entanto, o tema de estar nesta vila e eles eventualmente respeitam-te e dão-me vénias. Não sei, há qualquer coisa de incrível nisso. Percebes, Maria? Damn, estás com muito delay? Bolachas? Estás com muito delay? Espero que não. Mark of Pride. So cool. Ok. Game is saved. Time to go. Olha, acho que estive a jogar isto 1 hora. Just casually. Como se eu não tivesse um backlog de outros jogos. Em vez disso estou a jogar isto outra vez. Já viste, Maria? Isso é relatable para ti? Also, o que é que vais fazer às 5? Conta lá. Spill da ti. Ok, não preciso. Steam self. Whatever. Restart Steam. How years of porn consumption affects brain's ability to form relationships. Sobretudo demora muito a aparecer o que eu digo. Quer dizer, eu devo ver instantaneamente. Só que tu é que me demoras a ver a mim. Então imagina, eu respondo logo, mas a minha resposta aparece delay, a ti delayed. Como é que se chama o jogo? Isto não é a ordem dos meus jogos? Ah. Ok, Last of Us. Não são mesmo, mas são vários laboratórios. E se forem 2 pessoas é mais fácil. Oh, ok, vocês vão dividir? Tipo, olha, tu vais para o laboratório 1 e eu vou para o laboratório 2. Que cena. Vamos buscar a um laboratório aqui perto. Exames ao sangue. Já não sei para quê. Tenho ali um coração. Achas que como coração? Also, tenho uma mensagem. Tenho uma mensagem. Espero que o update da Steam isto não me vá agora pedir para fazer qualquer coisa das caixas outra vez, porque senão aí não te consigo mostrar o final deste jogo. Also, eu não estou a ver o texto, o chat agora. O jogo está tipo a demorar muito. Hello? Last of Us? Ok. Está a demorar de caralho. Agora estou-te a ver. Quando saí do quarto, estão os meus pais atrás da porta a ouvir. Ouvir o quê? Ah, reunião do Clube SAF. Clube Ladies. Como é que foi? Correu bem a reunião? Estás, tipo, motivada? Ai, caralho dos shaders. Não, ele não está a pedir para fazer os shaders outra vez. Tá! Main Story 1%, Left Behind 7%. What? Houve algum update ao Last of Us? June 13. Foi há 2 dias atrás. Não! Não! Estou fodido! Olha ali, estás a ver ali onde diz Left Behind 7%? Quer dizer que já não vais ver o fim do Left Behind hoje. Oh, que caraças. Que carelho. Fuck, ao menos vou ver as patch notes, I guess. Tudo isto só para jogar mais 1 hora. Vai demorar mais tempo o loading daquilo. Downloading this patch will trigger a full shader rebuild. Oh my god. Optimizations to improve global CPU and GPU performance. É isto que eu estou a ver. Damn. Improved shader compilation times. Sure. Deixa ver. Nope, still 7%. Fix the crash that could occur after changing custom controller settings. Fix the crash, fix the crash, fix the crash, fix the crash. Fixed multiple crashes. Fix an issue. Could see outside the game world in some locations. Screen tearing. Com o V5 ligado. Ok. Fixed an audio issue. I have a USB audio device. Oh, será que é isto que me estava a fazer? Será que isto estava a fazer com que o meu som estivesse super, super low? Ele agora parece-me mais normal. Mas pode não ser também. Changing graphics presets. Option graphics presets in game would not save. Speedrun timer. Scrollable menu descriptions. QTE button to correctly display. Os QTE buttons são muito podres neste jogo. Nunca dá para perceber se é hold ou se é mash. And I hate that shit. Mas não digas à Shiro, senão ela fica tipo, ei, ele está a falar outra vez mal do meu jogo. GPU performance HUD more accurately displays usage when launched. Ok. Aiming mirror settings. Fuck. Oh Maria, queres ver vídeos sobre whatever? Olha, Left Behind está a 27%. That's not bad. Será que era giro que o jogo soubesse que eu quero jogar o Left Behind primeiro? Aliás, só quero jogar o Left Behind. Já não quero jogar a main story. Sequer. Checklist para autismo. Wait, what? Ah, pois porque eu vi vídeos de autismo por causa da conversa de ontem. Que eu não sei se estavas aqui, Maria. Estavas aqui quando foi a conversa do autismo? Também temos aqui o meu Gitonizer aqui. Tem que acabar aquela feature, já está quase acabada. Quase acabada. Quase acabada. Quando é que eu vou considerar que a minha feature do meu jogo, o meu Fake Invader, está acabada? Acho que é quando as naves... Ok, até já, Maria. Quando as naves baterem na... Quando as naves baterem no edifício... Sou capaz de fazer um enumerator para uma situação específica. I'm thinking. I'm working right now. My mind is working. Eu trabalho muito mais com a minha cabeça fora do Unity do que dentro do Unity. Rejection sensitivity. Damn. Wait, can I watch like another type of video? Oh my god. Esta merda deve ser de cagar a rir. Ao mesmo tempo parece estúpida. Não tens que ver coisas estúpidas. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Isto é o mais recente? Quanto é que custa comprar ou alugar? Se fosse tipo 50 cêntimos até ia. Vou clicar. Eu não quero pré-visualizar. Três pessoas não gostam deste filme. Comprar ou alugar? Alugar 5 euros. HD SD. What? How does renting work? Alguém responda. Já sei, vou ver coisas de Red Letter Media. Eu adoro esses gajos. Eu devia rever tudo de Star Trek, no entanto não quero rever nada sozinho, quero ver com alguém. que gosto. No entanto, apesar de Star Trek ser uma coisa que muita gente boomer se calhar viu, ou vê, ou gosta, eu não conheço ninguém. How does that work? Será que deve ir para um Discord de... um Trekkie Discord ou assim? Deve haver. Deve haver para mim. Só para mim.
What is this, like Deathstalker 12 or something? Oh. Megaforce on beta, jeez.
36%.
Oh man, let's do Bugbuster. Oh, that would be so cool. Randy Quaid, Catherine Hike, Meredith Salinger, jeez. George Takei, this is a good one. Oh my god.
George Takei?
Josh,
Oh, hi Mike.
what are you doing?
I was just looking at movies that we could watch. Look at this one, it's Bugbuster.
Oh, I've always wanted to watch that one.
Yeah, we could do that one, and
Sure.
I don't know if we want to stick with like
What?
sci-fi stuff,
1080p
or we could cross out,
premium?
like Cyber Ninja, that's like maybe like an action crossover. That'd be pretty
Yeah,
good.
unfortunately, today though is a Wheel of the Worst episode.
What does that mean?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh!
Espero que tenha corrido bem. A mim sabe bem fazer cocó a maior parte das vezes. Só que quando o cocó não sai é que eu detesto. It's the worst feeling. Working remotely means you're lazy and don't work. What? O meu melhor trabalho é remote. O meu melhor trabalho, tipo, com maior qualidade e mais rapidez. Mas eu também devo ter problemas mentais que ainda não sei quais são. Mas sim, sem dúvida que é o meu melhor trabalho. I don't know what they mean.
We're doing 3 feature films, sci-fi, action, or horror.
Yeah, hey.
So we're gonna let you pick
So,
out maybe do you
Olha,
want sci-fi?
eu gosto deste tipo de canais. I like these
Oh,
guys.
sure, yeah. Let's do
Mas se quiseres ver algum... Olha, Maria, queres ver alguma coisa? Podes-me mandar. Enquanto isto faz... 36%. Ok.
Oh gosh. Well, we could do. We have
Actually,
some-
don't waste your time. We're doing a wheel episode. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Stop.
We're doing like three sci-fis.
Okay.
No.
No, we're not, are we?
Doing 3 actions. No, we're doing a wheel episode. Wheel of the Worst, baby.
Okay, really though.
Tenho
I know we're
corações,
having fun,
achas
we're
que
doing the
como?
whole thing.
Não
But
me
what
está a
are we-
apetecer
are we
um
gonna
coração.
Are we
Dou.
gonna watch movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No.
Yes. No, we are. No, I'm kidding. We're watching 3 action films.
Man.
Action on the Wheel of the Worst. What do you think about that? No, I'm just kidding. We're watching Light Blast. Right there. Check it out. Start reading the back of the box.
Well, it's from Lightning Video. Oh, Enzo G. Castellari. It's got Eric Estrada in it.
Oh, really?
Love Eric Estrada.
Sabes que na América o pessoal... sim, esses ecossistemas... não é só isso, é também vários mercados que começaram a comer merda porque as pessoas deixaram de sair de casa. Não é? Imagina o que acontece aos restaurantes que estão perto dos escritórios. Vão todos com o caralho. Os escritórios deixam de ser necessários, os prédios perdem valor. Sim, isso também. E tu não consegues simplesmente... Sabes qual é a cena, Maria? Tu não consegues simplesmente transformar escritórios em casas. Tipo, não é assim, não é magia. Um problema é preciso muito dinheiro e investimento para reestruturar. É preciso muito dinheiro para reestruturar. São 4,20! As casas para que possam ser habitáveis, na medida em que têm que ter como é que eu ia dizer? Uma arquitetura específica, na medida em que tem que ter a casa de banho num sítio específico, tem que ter estás a ver? Tipo, a canalização tem que ser diferente. E eles tipo, não estou para isto, meu, foda-se. És um nojo, meu boiola, pois. Eu falo por mim, mas eu não sou uma... Maria... Eu sei que não sou normal, Maria. Eu acho que não devia ser muito mais produtivo em casa. Mas tipo, muito mais mesmo.
It can destroy a city and perhaps the world.
You know what could destroy the world? The wheel of the worst, because that's what we're doing
I
today.
have problems
We're
and
not watching
issues,
that.
Maria.
Josh, you texted me last night. You said, Mike, when are we doing another Wheel of the Worst episode? I want to be in on that shit.
I did.
No, you texted me, when are we watching 3 classic movies, like horror, sci-fi, and action? And I responded, new number, who dis? And you said, it's Josh. And I said, come on over, let's watch 3 science fiction films on today's episode of Best of the Worst. What's so funny?
Like,
Pick out 3 science fiction films,
No.
right by the shelves.
no. No, I'm not doing it anymore.
Eu gosto de ver estes vídeos quando tenho saudades do Pedro e do Ricardo, porque eu sinto que eles são. Estes gajos são tipo os spiritual American animals deles.
What would you rather do? Watch an action, a horror, and a science fiction feature film, or do a Wheel of the Worst episode?
I don't know anymore, Mike.
So, today we're doing a Wheel of the Worst episode.
Oh,
So, you ready to spin the wheel 3 times? Because on the wheel are our names, and whoever's name it lands on gets to pick out a science fiction film, because we're watching 3 science fiction films today.
well, then let's go spin the wheel and see which
No,
name.
I'm kidding. We're just doing a regular Wheel of the Worst episode.
Yeah.
What about horror? We have so many horror
Oh,
pictures.
yeah, I mean,
In
look how-
fact,
look
we
at-
have more action films than we have horrors.
That's true. There's so many over there.
So why don't we watch 3 movies?
Okay.
Because we have so many movies instead of wasting our time doing a stupid Wheel of the Worst episode.
yeah.
No, let's do a Wheel of the Worst episode. I love doing them. Rich, what do you want to do?
Eram estes dois? Não. É o da esquerda e depois outro gajo. Que me faz lembrar o Ricardo.
No, that's Josh.
It's,
Because today we're doing a Wheel of the Worst. Action. I guess that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah. Eu não diria fisicamente igual. Eu diria que é mais tipo. Sim, eles são parecidos, sim, sem fisicamente, mas eu acho que é mais tipo a alma dele. O feel. É tipo, sentes que é a mesma aura. Aura? Mandar uma mensagem à minha querida amiga. Ok, já vi uma mensagem à Márcia. É a voz dele. É a voz do Not Ricardo.
We're here.
oh, I know what this is. It's the wheel.
It's the Wheel of the Worst.
Yeah.
Classic Wheel of the Worst. No gimmicks. No pick a black spine. No junka. No nonsense. Straight up classic. Random ass tapes and DVDs being spun and selected. And
Maria, o meu microfone ontem, não sei se estavas aqui, mas o meu microfone entendeu a sua última. Tenho que dar um enterro ao meu microfone. Não é este. Ok, sorry, não era este que estragou. Este funciona. Anyway, o que estás a ver é este microfone. Isto é o que eu arranjei. E eu acho que soa bem. Anyway, arranjei o microfone e depois foi tipo, como é que eu ligo isto? Ok, eu tenho. Eu não sei como é que se liga. Fui à Vorten, fui à Media Markt. Não, fui à Vorten, fui a uma loja de música, tudo para o gajo me dizer: olha, ó amigo, isto já dá. O que é que você está à procura? E dei estas voltas todas só para voltar para casa. E pronto, e depois ligar o microfone direito. Acabou. É que isto parecia que não saía. Mas pronto.
I mean, that's a gimmick.
let's talk about it's Fabio. It's time. for
Fabio!
romance.
Oh my god, I can't believe Fabio? Really? That's cool.
Starring in the first romance
Por favor, que eles vejam o Fabio.
video novel, the very first and last romance video novel.
Yeah.
Ready to get all hot and sweaty with our beefcake friend Fabio if we land on the film?
Acabei de me aperceber que hoje é quinta e eu disse à Márcia,
I heard 6,000
pode ser noutro dia da
gallons of oil
semana,
were used in the
mas
production
tipo,
of this
só,
film.
é só, a única opção é sexta.
He wants
Okay.
and it makes the bird slip off his head. What's up next on the Wheel Horse?
Next up, it's a woman's guide to firearms.
Woman's Guide?
Presented by
Eu adorava ver isto contigo. Woman's Guide to Firearms?
Gerald McRaney.
Isto é uma cassete. Ou seja, saiu para aí nos 90s. Eu adorava. Man, eu adorava ver isto. Eu tenho curiosidade mórbida. E tu, como socióloga, também tens, de certeza. Dead Paco Mano Sounds. Yes.
Oh.
Era isso que eu estava a tentar meter. Eu estava a pensar meter isso no meu jogo. O que é que achas? Oh, Oliveira, tu percebes de programação. Será que existe algum sítio onde eu possa fazer tipo API High Score e possa tipo uma cena que tipo já faça isto para mim e eu só tenha que meter uma faço só uma HTTP call e mando para lá. Chess API. É uma coisa só. Eu mandava e aquilo ordenava. Guardava só tipo os 10 melhores ou assim. E eu queria que fosse uma API, porque o jogo que eu quero fazer não pode guardar coisas localmente. E tu? Porquê que não pode guardar coisas localmente? E eu? Achas que eu te posso contar os meus segredos? Porque eu quero que ele fique playable na WebView do itch.io e como é web não guarda coisas localmente, como deves calcular. Não sei se sabes, tipo JavaScript and shit. Só depois de truques é que consegues comunicar com hardware, mas não é suposto. Tipo com memória interna. Então eu queria que fosse uma API. Por duas razões. Por essa, o design de web não é feito para comunicar com hard drive. O design é mesmo, não é suposto. E a segunda razão é, assim teria um high score. Acho que a segunda é mais simples. Tipo, tu jogas, ei, deixa eu ver, parece que o Badamec Man teve 1 milhão de pontos. Ui, foda-se. Este gajo do Japão teve 1.000 milhões de pontos, filho da puta. Boa casa dele. A Maria está a dizer olá a quem? A ti? Que cena, que simpática. Então como é que está esse trabalhinho, tá bom? Ou não estás a trabalhar agora porque trabalhaste tipo às 5 da manhã? E por falar em 5 da manhã, este Grasshopper Direct acabou por existir ou... Trabalho remoto, estás à espera de um e-mail. E cá estamos, não é? Mas sabes, eu não quero um repositório. Eu só quero uma... Deixa-me pensar. Ok, vou dizer o que é que eu gostaria que existisse. Um site que tenha uma cena que diz assim... Deixa-me pensar. Cria uma account... ou cria whatever, um nome, e depois as tuas chamadas da API vão ser o nosso site barra o nome do teu jogo barra, sei lá, o score. E era tipo genérico para toda a gente. E eu era só mais uma pessoa que tinha isso. A única coisa que eu quero é o quê? Uma lista de números. E enviar para lá a lista de números. É isso que eu queria. Nem sequer queria um repositório. Era tipo uma cena totalmente feita por outras pessoas. Isso é que eu... Era uma cena mesmo gira. Holy shit! Alguém no Reddit fez a mesma pergunta que eu. Só que aqui não... Isto aqui seria totalmente agnóstico. Conhece a palavra agnóstico? E eu, não, porque eu sou religioso. Eu quero uma coisa totalmente agnóstica à engine. Eu só quero uma coisa que faça HTTP calls, mais nada. Tipo, até um peido consegue mandar uma HTTP call. Depois posso ir buscar. Eu pessoalmente quero apresentar uma. Tipo, iria ter uma janela no. Uma scene. Era só uma scene. A única coisa que a scene faria era um get. Isso sabes o que é, certo? Get, post, delete. Isso sabes o que é, certo? As REST APIs. A única coisa que fazia era get para esse tal endereço que seria o meu. E trazia-me tipo um array de... uma lista de números. Era só isso. E depois eu pessoalmente tratava no Unity de apresentar isso, tipo numa scene qualquer, tipo high score! Estás a ver? I don't know of any API specifically for Godot. Pois, não faz sentido. But you could use Game Jolt or some other online service. Game Jolt? What's Game Jolt? Game Jolt API. Eu não... Pois, tá bem. Oh, look at this shit. Game ID. Corta as tabs. Come on, man. Tu podes gerir o teu website. O teu website, foda-se, o teu Chrome, na boa. Eu não estou a mexer no teu Chrome. Olha, acho que é exatamente isto que eu quero. É o Game Jolt. Certo? Overview, trophies, scores, blah blah blah, API settings. On your games page on Game Jolt, clicking on Manage Game API and selecting API settings. On the left hand side. Que giro. Já viste? The plugin can be downloaded at this link. I don't care about plugins. Eu só quero saber. Em princípio, a única coisa que eu preciso seria o URL e o endpoint para enviar e o endpoint para receber. Só isso, não é? Base URL, tipo get e post. That's it. E depois provavelmente preciso disto da private key. Maybe, que é para poder enviar. E o Game ID se calhar ia estar alguns no URL, não sei. Eu depois vejo como é que isto funciona, mas eu acho que encontrei. Se eu clicar aqui, isto é só uma imagem? É. Game Jolt. Share your creations. FNAF. Wait. Social community platform for video games, gamers and content creators. I don't know what this is. E vocês tipo, és mesmo fake. Tipo, não sabias o que era o Game Jolt? You faker. A Maria está a 36%. Quer dizer que não andou desde que sequer não mexeu. Desde que... Há 20 minutos que não mexeu o Left Behind. Porque ele depois foi tentar fazer a main story. Fazer compile aos shaders da main story. E ele agora mudou a ordem. Será que assim eu vou dar prioridade ao Left Behind? Não sei, gostava que sim. Crowd streaming. Vou ler um bocadinho disto. Images, videos, live streams, chat rooms and virtual events. Game API. Oh, esta é a parte que eu quero. Será? Deve ser. Application programming interface, usually known as a Game Jolt game API, allows any developer using a game development platform that supports HTTP operations. É aquilo que eu te estava a dizer. Eu só quero fazer uma chamada de HTTP, mais nada. Uma não, duas. And MD5 and SHA whatever Game Jolt advertises that the API can create multiple scoreboards. Woo! Não há duas sem três. Opa, tinha que existir, certo? Eu acho que sim. From players made publicly available on the game's profile and give user accounts experience. Oh, ainda dá mais, ainda podes enviar e receber mais coisas. Mas só quero mesmo o score, porque aquilo é um arcade game, aquele jogo de... Tu estavas aqui? É só uma ceninha de naves, tipo... baseado no Space Invaders. É só uma coisinha assim feita mesmo no instante. Que no entanto eu gostava de meter no itch.io e que desse para jogar tipo na web, sem precisarem de sacar. Tipo, vais só lá e carregas e jogas. Por mais podre que seja, eu gosto dessa ideia. E se também espetasse isto, ficava mais giro. Wah. Award players, trophies, store game data. Muita coisa aqui não preciso. Aquilo é WebGL. É em WebGL. itch.io. Deixa-me ver. Carregar num jogo qualquer. A maior parte dos jogos... É assim, a maior parte dos jogos não vão estar... Fuck, eu quero só uma página. Como é que eu vejo uma página? Estás a ver aqui? Run game. É um espetáculo. Isto é WebGL. Oh, pumbas. Holy shit. It just works. Eu quero fazer a minha página de itch.io. Ou quero ter o tal Space Invaders assim. Viste o tempo que eu demorei a jogar? Carreguei no start e está a dar. Pretty cool, right? Estou fodido com este jogo. Filho da puta do Druckmann. Pronto, está lido. Tenho que guardar o nome Game Jolt. Game Jolt. Será que tenho que pagar? Às tantas sim, não é? Coitados. Depois tenho que criar uma conta. Vou deixar isto aqui assim para este lado. Porque é uma coisa importante. Isto não preciso. Isto é importante. Voluntariado. Eu acho importante. Isto é música. Isto quero ver mais tarde. Isto é música. Isto não tem nada. Isto é o que eu estava a ver. O docs do e-mail. Eu não o abri. Propósito. Está a dar docs? Ah, que se foda. Podes-me mandar um e-mail se quiseres.
Mess with this lady. That's right. Ironically, it looks like a man in a wig.
Pergunta-me tipo, quanto é que custa para me fazeres um jogo?
So she's gonna get mansplained
Manda um e-mail a dizer
by
isso.
your dad on how to use a gun.
It does seem that way. And then we're gonna watch it.
This is sexist. It's just presuming that most women don't know how to use a firearm.
Eu quero tanto ver o Woman's Guide to Firearms. Oliveira, tu percebes-me, certo? Tu gostas de temas edgy e também gostas de pistolas. Eu acho piada a pistolas.
What about a
Cacahuetes or Maltesers? Wait, what?
man's guide to firearms presented by two
I'm
ladies?
confused.
I watched that.
You got some limp-wristed
Corpo do e-mail.
there, and some nasty
Unrelated
ladies
photo.
explaining to them how to use a firearm for once.
Actually, no, I wouldn't watch that because I clearly know how to use a firearm already.
Yes, that's right. We've shot guns. That was the one thing I wasn't there for that I wish I was.
Yeah.
So I would have put that gun. right in
Damn,
my
they
mouth.
shot guns at some point.
Up next.
Ambos são bons? É uma pergunta com rasteira.
Up next.
Mal te respondo onde, ficas tipo,
by Dale
perdeste.
and Liz Van Siegen
Era rasteira.
and Randy Benefield.
45%. Yeah, eu acho que é isso.
This is actually not the tape box. This is the discussion.
Mas a Maria vai-se já embora.
It
Por
didn't
isso.
come with a box.
Já não vou
This
jogar
video is designed
Last
to
of
be
Us.
used with the 10-week, they forgot a space between the 10-week, teaching unit TV and me.
So this is going to take us 10 weeks?
Yeah.
That's a long video.
Yeah. What's up next, Josh?
Entities. The
Trey Smith.
Beginning, a film by Trey Smith.
Who's that guy?
What's next?
Antes de ir de casa para o trabalho. Estou de férias.
Child's life.
Eu é que não sabia.
No, no.
Eu vou-te explicar o que é que aconteceu. O que aconteceu foi isto. 13 de junho, The Last of Us 1.1.0 patch notes. E olha aqui, esta é a parte mais importante. Downloading this patch will trigger a full shader rebuild. Esses são os dois problemas. Pronto, a terceira questão. Eu não ando a ver quando é que há patches. Mas aquecem mais depressa. O que é que eu ia dizer? Eu não ando aqui a ver quando é que há patches, quando é que não há patches. Portanto, isto foi há 2 dias, eu hoje abri o jogo. Aqui está uma surpresa, daquelas das boas. Toma lá da cá.
Punctuation of any kind, not even a period.
It's very dead.
Vou passar à frente.
If she looked like a rat.
As ideias são mesmo fixes, mas eu quero passar para o... ok, já estão a ver.
Watch this because look at this.
Why don't we do it in ourselves? What the hell does that mean? Anyone who coughs or sneezes should watch this video? What? Otorrinolaringologista Productions. Estava a dar um craving para Monster Hunter World. Então, joga já.
It's for grade 5,
Caga no e-mail, meu.
so it's above my intelligence level.
I made it all the way to grade 7. We're done!
We're done!
Fabio? Fuck yeah.
Our destiny is in your hands, Josh.
This is going to go terribly, Mike.
Give it a good spin.
Pede à pessoa para ir jogar Monster Hunter contigo e falam sobre isso, sobre o e-mail. Opa, esta música.
Oh, it's Major Dad presents a woman's guide to firearms. This will be
Oh
something.
meu Deus, sei o que nós queríamos. Espera, eu queria, tu não sei, mas eu queria.
Something sure is gonna happen, and some guns are gonna get shot, and
I hope that's true. Seems likely.
hot shit, let's go learn about firearms.
Só está no escritório com um laptop que é fraquito, ainda por cima daqui a 20 minutos. E vai ter de ir buscar a filha à escola. Woman's Guide to Firearms. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now.
Well, being left alone in the house with Dylan does bother me. Hold on a second, will you?
Man, dá vontade de chamar toda a gente que eu conheço. Venham ver isto. Tenho que comprar esta cassete e pedir para vir o pessoal aqui até ao meu sofá.
Dylan?
Blam. Blam. Come on.
Dylan, put the gun down.
Bro,
I know, but it's your bedtime.
so cool. I can't believe this is real.
They found me. I don't know how, but they found me.
Run for it, Dylan.
Dylan's a fire
Take this
starter.
rope and jump out the window.
Gouge his eyes out!
Gouge his eyes.
Which brings
A
up
miúda dele é fixe. Deu-me um urso de peluche branco porque tinha pena de eu não ter brinquedos na minha secretária. Oh, that's cool. That's wholesome. She's cool. She's alright.
safety rule number 1.
She's fine by
Always
me.
point the muzzle in a safe direction.
That makes a lot of sense.
As she watched shooters on the range through a large safety glass window, she wasn't sure what she was in for.
I'll shoot your toupee right off. You fuck with
Oh man. Is he going
It's
to
just my
teach
first
her?
time in a shooting range, and I guess I'm a little nervous.
Don't
Wait.
worry about that.
Is he going to teach her how to use weapons? Penteado fica-lhe bem? Isto é aquela típica laca dos 80s, 90s. Não é muito meu estilo.
I think you're going to enjoy this course. So shall we get started?
You know what I mean?
Classroom's right over there.
I'm ready.
She's ready. Tenho que ir ver de frente para estar mais
Wow,
atento.
Rich.
Eu não vi, então não estava tão atento como tu.
That was a woman's guide to firearms.
No! What? Wait, I love his t-shirt. I want his t-shirt. Deixa eu ver o cabelo dela. É pá, de frente é mais fixe do que de lado.
Shall we get started?
You know what I mean?
Classroom's right over there.
I'm ready.
Yes, we totally already watched. Oh, yeah. What is your problem?
Well, that was a woman's guide to firearms.
Yes.
None of us are women, and none of us own firearms, so I'm glad we got it.
Are you ready for the next
You're
failure?
gonna spin it? What do you want? I want you to get this because it looks
Olha,
interesting.
há coisas de tiro. Coisas de tiro em Portugal. Tiro desportivo em Portugal. Tiro ao alvo em Portugal. Estou a precisar de combinar um date aqui com o meu amigo Oliveira. Eu estava a pensar tipo trilhos. Tiro desportivo. Telheiras nos Açores e na Madeira. E no Norte? Centro, Sul. Onde é que está o Norte? Há uma no Jamor. Pois, mas eu não sou daí. E Jamor é super Sul, meu. Ei, não tem aqui. Será que Centro eles consideram, sei lá... Ah, não, está aqui Norte. Porquê que eu não vi? Barcelos! Eu estou lá perto, eu dou aulas às vezes. Pego, olha, aproveito, roubo a pistola e vou dar a aula. Just saying. Póvoa de Varzim. Braga! Clube de Tiro, Bracar Augusta. Recarei Paredes, será a aldeia onde meu pai tinha uma casa. Tiro desportivo é feio. Nem sequer mata. Lame. Tens família em Paredes? Quem nunca?
You tell me this looks interesting. I don't
Yeah,
know.
aim for it,
This
aim for
also looks interesting but frightening. You know what? I'm gonna put my money on Countdown to Armageddon.
Okay.
Because
Let's do it.
I'm praying it's gonna say the Armageddon, you know, in 2002.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Família é Porto Vila Real, nice.
So I'm going for that.
Okay.
Ready?
Terras bonitas. Man, quero lanchar, mas não sei o que é que quero.
Okay.
What is that?
Okay. I don't know how to feel about this.
What is that?
I'm the first person to land on a tape that does not have a box. And so I think that's a little bit special.
You're right, it is. Just a little bit. Well, let's go watch TV and me.
Sure, why not?
What the hell? Sacar aquele filme. O do tiro, certo? Women whatever. Será que dá para ver isso sem ter DMCA ou assim? Aquilo é tão... Aquilo parece mais um daqueles vídeos de ensinar coisas.
Oh, Slick!
Don't bother me now. I'm watching something really important on TV.
What are you watching?
Pipocas e cacahuetes.
Buyer's Bargain Basement.
What? Why are you watching that? Slick, come out here.
Man, seria tão cool.
What's so
What the fuck?
important? I told you I was watching a...
Why would you watch the channel that tries to sell you something? You haven't got any money.
Well,
True.
She's shaming him for being bored? He's got googly eyes on his pupils?
Is that a good reason? Just because it's on?
Well, sure. Why not?
Is this communist propaganda?
I like to know...
Do you have your homework done?
Yeah, we can do that again.
I don't have any homework. I'm 35.
And more!
Have you done the dishes like your mom asked you to?
Your
She's
mom?
dead.
Is he a lobster or a parrot?
He's a biker.
He's a puppet.
What are your plans
What the
for
fuck?
Tuesday night?
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna watch a movie.
On television?
Why does she keep looking at the camera? Até logo, Maria, desculpa, o Last of Us afinal foi um fracasso, olha, ainda está nos 80%. Maria, logo se tiveres, eu jogo, pode ser? E boa ida aos laboratórios, I guess. Até logo.
Oh no, cable.
It's all the same, Slick.
Does it matter if I go to the theater, Liz?
See there, you're just gonna bitch about it anyway.
Fuck, Liz.
What the fuck?
Okay, Lane, go talk to Luigi. Liz, you ever thought about minding your own fucking business?
Because when I find it,
I'm sorry.
to peel his old skin back.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, I'm just having some fun, that's all.
Well, fun is one thing.
This is a
Slick,
narrative?
but violence is another.
Violence? I'm not violent. Hiya!
Jay!
Yes.
We've been doing this 10 years now? Have we ever been the two of us in front of this thing?
I'm gonna say probably.
Probably, okay.
We'll pull it up right here.
Have we been on the other side? Something feels weird and off.
É o primeiro vídeo dos... A sério? Isto é antigo? Isto não é antigo, tem para aí 3 semanas. Há 4 dias. Que coincidência, então. Eu adoro estes gajos. Mas eu adoro-os mesmo muito, mas eu não sigo religiosamente. Eu vou vendo assim com calma, assim, quando me apetece. Caralho, mas cago-me sempre a rir, meu. Foda-se caralho dos gajos, meu.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Red Letter Media, já sabes, eles são muito cool. Sempre chill.
It might be my unbalanced wheel because we've landed on these two tapes.
Oh yeah.
I'm counting on you, Jay, to prove that my craftsmanship is not a fraud. And so you need to land somewhere down here.
Look, as long as we land on Mini Monkey Magical music, that's all I care about. So, entities, either one of those, but that's right here.
No,
that would be good as far as what we land on, but it'd be bad as far as proving Rich that the wheel is properly balanced.
Oh no.
So,
No
well, let's try that. Yeah, let's move it.
Já sabes que a tua mãe
right
tem.
Here. And we'll move Grandpa's magical toys here.
Is she okay? Grandpa's Magical Toys. Isto é super loud.
Grandpa's magical toys!
God damn it.
Oh, it's still bugged.
I'm so glad I switched these.
Tem as tiras de velcro. A Maria vazou, queria falar com ela. A Maria tinha que... Tinha cenas para fazer. Linfoma no pulmão. Jesus. I'm sorry for that. E então, e como é que isso é? Isso é tranquilo? Acho que linfomas são... Eu não sei. Há uns que são mais tranquilos que outros, não é? Eu não sei. The beginning of the end for Red Letter Media. Beazle the Easel.
Oh.
Beazle the Easel here. Wrong tape.
Wrong tape. Well, let's watch Beazle the Easel.
Alright, well, we're just gonna watch this.
Fuck it.
This is the episode now.
Os médicos querem que ela faça tanto químio como rádio. Damn, então isto já está confirmado. What? Como é que há suspeitas e depois ao mesmo tempo eles querem?
Fine.
Químio não se faz com suspeitas, digo eu.
Fine.
Okay, now children, finish your drawings.
Anyway,
I'll be right
espero que fique tudo bem com a tua mãe. Isso é o que importa.
back, okay?
Oh, did
Look at that
she just
90s
leave?
kid.
Ok.
Don't do it. He's drawing tits.
Não podes falar com os médicos?
He's just writing fart.
Vamos gravar o wrestling à noite, sexta-feira, com cassetes para ver no sábado. Ei, que cena! Nostalgia, caralho! Como é que se chamava o vídeo? Quero fazer Google. Women and Firearms Video? Será que isto é o vídeo mesmo? Não, nada a ver, isto é só uma notícia. National Rifle Association. Tenho que depois ver, rever aqui a parte do vídeo.
Don't raise your hand. You...
Are these kids enjoying this?
Go!
He seems upset.
Ainda não visitaste, ok. Mano, isso foi quando eu nasci. Do you have a schedule? Não. É a balda para mim. Estou a fazer porque estou de férias, that's it. É a única razão. Mas sim, já eu tendo a carregar no botão. A Woman's Guide to Firearms. Eu quero muito ver este filme. Ai. Bro, 59 minutos? Oh my god! Será que vou ser banido? Se vir isto? Isso seria uma maior hype, meu. Era ver isto. Fuck.
Ah, no!
It's the full video.
This is terrifying. Yuckaroo, it's me, my very self.
Levar na boca. Estou a levar a cadela à rua. Estou a levar a cadela à rua e um gajo tipo dá-me um soco. Sem eu estar à espera.
Oh my god.
I'm Hector,
What the fuck?
the protector.
Stop doing that.
His name really doesn't matter, and that's the focus point of the song.
I just want to know when the teacher's coming back.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, 90s.
Yuckaroo! Do you want to practice our fire?
This is crazy.
Fire.
No, Beazle, fire's bad.
This
No.
is good fire.
Light the fat one on fire.
parents set me on fire. And now I'm back.
Isto é um bocado cursed? Claro que é.
We spun the wheel, and we picked a couple videos. A whole bunch of things went wrong.
This is
Fire safety.
We have problems today.
Wrong videos were in the wrong sleeve.
Peraí. Ah, ok.
And
We definitely didn't watch something that was terrifying that we will never ever talk about.
No,
It's
we
like
didn't.
you wheel
What you
up
talking about?
with bullets. And you spin the chamber.
True.
Oh!
And
Oh
then
no.
you shoot yourself in the head.
Yeah.
This is the Deer Hunter episode of.
Well, that's funny. You bring up bullets and firearms and revolvers and chambers.
Oh,
and
that's not funny at all. I did it deliberately.
See,
because
Rich, he's a sec.
By the way, desde que o Zelda saiu, que eu não consigo. Eu olho para o Best of the Worst ali e não consigo não ver Breath of the Wild. Sou eu?
My man.
you are on the Segway and you're rolling right along into our first video called A Woman's Guide to Firearms, starring Major Dad.
Major Dad?
Who may or may not be dead.
The word pistol always reminds me of the old western.
She's an actress, or was an actress, or played an actress.
She's
and
an actress
character actor man.
who
Jeffrey
is
Lewis.
definitely dead.
Yeah, he died.
He died. Gerald McRaney, I don't know.
If you own a gun, or even if you merely live in a house where someone else owns one,
Or if you live near Alec Baldwin.
Well, either way, the point
Hooray
is,
for Hollywood.
It's all the same shit.
ladies gotta be careful when their husbands be out of town because they have a little child at home and
Who's
they're on
never
the phone.
seen in the
She's-
rest of the video.
No, but
He never comes back.
The point is, she's got to protect him. She's busy. She's reading scripts, and at night or during the day, I can't remember. She hears a bang or two outside, which
I think it's
sounded
getting dark.
I thought
Uh-oh.
there were gunshots, but it might have been a raccoon that knocked over a garbage can. She got spooked, and because her husband wasn't home, she thought, "I got to get a gun." And her friend stopped by.
She called her friend Jeff.
Man, sempre que tens um amigo chamado Jeff, vai dar merda. Jeff é nome de stoner.
Who is it? Pizza. Pizza man.
Candy Graham.
Candy Graham. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My name's Jeff.
Jeffrey Lewis. He's an actor.
He's got
Character
a-
actor man who I know from Salem's Lot and The Devil's Rejects.
Is that the box you keep your gun in?
Yeah. We keep it for protection in the bedroom, but, well, to be honest, I don't really know how to use it.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm doing a film right now that calls for some fancy gun work, and I'm getting a few pointers from a guy named Mike Dalton. I'll be up late working. I'll keep an eye on your place. If there are any more problems, call me.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
No problemo. As soon as I get home, I'll call you and give you the instructions.
Oh, my God. Could you be more drunk?
I'm so confused. What?
He's working on a western because how'd he do?
The guy's sus as fuck. True.
Chaps.
Yeah.
He's very sussy.
You're jumping way ahead.
Tem 53 minutos para o filme todo, meu.
Rich, tell us all about A Lady's Guide, A Woman's Guide to Firearms.
What's left, Rich?
Acho que é uma ideia horrível, ok?
That's the rest of it.
No, you know what
Don't
it's about.
do
Tell
it.
us more.
What more is it about?
Pretend
Like,
you're
there's a-
talking to 100 million people or however many people watch this crap about what they didn't see and we saw. You know, we all saw it, but they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying you've already done 90% of the job.
They talked about someone's chaps. Talk about the video.
there is a lady and her husband is out of town and she has a child and like, I don't know, the wind knocks over a garbage can outside her house and that makes her scared. And so then her friend, character actor, comes over and says, "Hey, you really need to learn how to use them guns."
Tell me about that one.
Talk,
Does he
talk
say-
to my
oh, yeah.
friend.
He refers her to his
Yeah,
friend.
talk to my friend who knows that he was going to show me how to do the guns.
Go see my friend with the hair helmet.
I'm sorry. Describing this video.
I'm just trying to help you along, Rich.
He says he met wrinkle face.
Como é que vocês estão, meu? Ei, se quiserem ver outra coisa, avisem. I'm so confused.
toothpaste at the toothpaste store, and they talked about hair helmets, which do not deflect bullets. But he said, "Come talk to my friend. He's not a creep."
Vamos ver o Top Gun redub. Eu tendo a não achar muita piada a redubs.
But he does. He will be not making eye contact with you as he
Os únicos redubs que eu gosto são do Hércules. Sabes porquê? Vocês sabem o filme do Hércules antigo? O filme do jogo Hércules antigo era com o Arnold Schwarzenegger e foi tipo o primeiro filme que ele gravou na Hollywood. Acho que foi o primeiro. E então, como se não se percebia um caralho do que ele dizia, teve que se dar dub por cima da voz dele. E acho que nem sequer foi tipo outra pessoa qualquer. That's funny. Já fizeste algum jogo turn-based? Talvez quando estava a fazer o curso. Mas para quê? No máximo que eu te podia dizer era assim: olha, assim de repente acho que uma arquitetura boa para isso seria isto. E tu, what? Uma cagar. Mas porquê? Qual é a dúvida?
Off camera,
yeah.
and not at you at the same time.
She's just a lady she may have handled a prop gun in a soap opera or two.
What kind of gun do you have at home, Lee?
Ai, estou a morrer. Desculpem.
She's got a little desk.
Quis fazer um jogo de tabuleiro.
She want to take some notes.
E fazes?
Did she?
Yeah.
I missed
She's
that.
like,
Yeah, there's a lot of
Fazes, queres
there's a lot of setup in the
praticar, tipo, durante o verão agora?
First part of the video that I thought was gonna, like, even though like the point of the video is to be a firearm safety video, I thought they were like sprinkling in little story things that would eventually.
Tipo TikTok tips. Se fizeres assim, faz um jogo de tabuleiro em 5 segundos. Anyway, vou dizer quem é o meu gajo preferido. Jason.
Because it is made in Hollywood.
E vais perceber, e vais ver o vídeo.
It seems like the most normal thing in the world, even though if you live literally anywhere else, it just seems strange.
Este é um gajo que eu gosto muito. E depois tipo, tu vais ver qualquer vídeo deste gajo e vais dizer assim: nada disto é relatable. What the fuck? Nada disto. Ai. Mas anyway, este aqui é interessante. Mas também vai estar tipo, wait, what? Tens o game design todo feito. Cool. É um jogo de tabuleiro de uma coisa que já existe ou feito por ti?
Bizarre.
Que tipo de jogo de tabuleiro é que é? É tipo aqueles jogos de tabuleiro board games para jogar com amigos e cada um tem uma pecinha e tiras o dado e podes andar X casas. Depois cada casa tem uma regra, é isso? Mas é assim, a primeira coisa que eu te vou dizer é, opa, é muitos managers, é o manager dos turnos, é o manager do... é tipo Chess RPG Kill the Final Boss. Chess RPG Kill the Final... não sei.
Yeah.
No, we figured out that it
não consigo imaginar, sim. O manager de quem é que é a vez, tipo, sei lá, coisas que deem manage das queues. Tipo, em princípio isto é uma queue, não é? Uma não, muitas, mas por exemplo uma queue para os turnos é o player 1, 2, 3, 4. Às tantas vais ter coisas tipo, pode ser coisas que afetam a queue. Este jogador perdeu o turno. Vários managers com classes e vidas, danos, batalhas. Jesus. Uou. Sabes o que é que são scriptable objects? Provavelmente vais usar isso. Eu acho que tinhas scriptable objects no teu projeto. Só não sei se sabes criar, se era tipo, de onde é que eles vinham, não é? Se tinhas pessoas que tu criaste ou não.
It matters because she knows character actor guy.
Scriptable objects dão jeito para... são tipo mini base de dados. Seria fixe, por exemplo, para os status dos characters. É tipo, character 1. Imagina, todos eles... todos eles partilham. Imagina que todos os characters partilham stats, por exemplo, HP, sei lá, MP, tipo Magic Power, sei lá, Attack Power, blá blá blá, não importa, todos partilham isso. Então podes criar um scriptable object que tenha esses parâmetros todos. Tipo ter um prefab, não é bem isso. Mas o prefab pode receber o scriptable object como parâmetro. Deixa eu ver, eu acho que o teu projeto tem. Até posso abrir o teu projeto. Also, oh shit, os shaders já abriram. Vou fazer quit to desktop. Já compilaram. Seja como for, aliás, tu até podes, o que eu te digo é, um bom uso para scriptable objects é esse, e se quiseres podes ir à net ver como é que se faz. No entanto, também podes perguntar a mim, eu não costumo usar, mas aconselho para aquilo que me estás a dizer. Mas espera aí, deixa-me pensar. Pronto, suponho que tens os tais típico RPG stats de um character. Podes criar um scriptable object, em princípio é um script para gerar esse objeto. Depois o objeto, podes lhe dar um nome qualquer, sei lá, o nome pode ser Warrior. E o Warrior tem X stats, estás a ver? Tipo, whatever. Mage há de ter outros base stats diferentes. E podes ir, a partir do momento em que podes criar um scriptable object, podes criar muitos outros. Tipo, todos iguais, todos gerados tipo, com a mesma estrutura. E depois mudar os status para cada um deles como quiseres. E depois, por exemplo, os teus prefabs podem aceitar esse scriptable object. Eles não têm que ser só parâmetros, podem ser mais coisas, podem ser até texturas ou cenas assim. Como é que se chama o teu jogo? É este. É que eu nos outros não tenho scriptable objects, que me lembro. Atenção, estou a pegar nisto porque eu acho que é uma coisa que costuma dar jeito. Costuma dar jeito para esse tipo de coisas. Também podia dar um exemplo assim mesmo rápido, tipo, olha, é assim que se cria. Também, olha, de cor não sei. Mas criava assim no instante e tu, vês? Está aqui. Depois é giro que o teu prefab, a cena é, o teu prefab pode só receber o scriptable object, e depois a cena fixa é que aquilo é um objeto à parte, que por exemplo os dados mantêm-se entre scenes, então é uma cena gira, que é tipo um manage que não tens que fazer. Imagina, tens o teu player com os teus X stats e eles vêm do scriptable object. Se tu fores alterando o scriptable object, também se calhar não é a coisa mais recomendável, mas se fores alterando, ele persiste de cena para cena. Não persiste é de sessão para sessão. Não caias no erro de usar scriptable objects como saving system. Não é para isso que serve e não vai funcionar, ok? É o aviso que eu te dou. Project. Será que vais ter aqui algum? Tenho ideia de ter visto. Olha, dá aqui. Mas isto, claro, obviamente não foi feito por ti. Isto são scriptable objects. Só que são, pronto, criados por alguns no Unity. Não são teus. Mas pronto, tudo começa por criar um script e tu... scripts, não! E explodes, não é? É um script especial, que acho que herda da scriptable object. Escrever texto... Não usá-los fica pior. Isso é só uma recomendação para teres uma vida... Para teres uma vida mais fácil. Ou seja, geralmente há várias coisas. Há algumas coisas que afeta. Uma delas é teres a vida mais fácil. E outra coisa que afeta tipo a maneira como dás design é tipo performance. São as duas únicas razões pelas quais tentas desenhar as coisas de X maneira ou usar X features. E tu, pá, ter a vida é aquela cena. Se a minha vida for pior, tipo, imagina estar a tentar acrescentar features e coisas assim e organizar a coisa. Se a vida for pior, acho que podes considerar que é pior. Depende do teu. Olha, tens aqui muitos scriptable objects. Ação do URP. Tu tens algum. Tu não tens scripts? Tu se fiz o tutorial. Tu se fiz tutoriais, eles vão te. Eles vão te dizer: olha, é assim que se cria. Pumba, abri logo o Visual Studio e tu, oh fuck. Fuck me. Mas tipo, a coisa mais bonita na vida é aprender, digo eu. Não sei se posso. Eu não sei se posso fazer isto. Tenho uma cena que eu nunca me lembro. Porque isto é um script para usar no editor. Oh não. Está aqui. No princípio ele ia ter parâmetros tipo health. Ah não, fucking não. Acho que estás a perceber a ideia. Whatever. Isto é só uma cena. É mesmo básico. Agora, vou só ver aqui uma coisa que eu nunca me lembro. Porque ele tem. Ele depois tens que lhe. Eu já mostro. Scriptable. Wait, é isto? Não, é só que era base. Está aqui. Está aqui. Isto é o que interessa. Quer dizer, whatever. Estás a ver, tipo... Character stats. Pronto. Depois ele vai-te mudar aqui o Unity. Alguns vai aparecer igual a coisa. Fuck, para que é que eu fechei? É que agora não vou saber o nome da... Escrever é diferente. Isto demora tanto tempo, mas há bocado já estive a ver porquê. E fiquei tipo, olha, boa merda. Boa merda. Olha, vou abrir isto outra vez. Esqueci-me do nome. Esqueci-me do path. Jesus, tanto tempo. Eu não sei onde é que aquilo está. Eu diria que é... Eu diria que ele já deveria ter aparecido aqui a alguns. Ou então eu posso criar um... Create Scriptable Object. Ah, está aqui. Warrior. Estás a ver? E depois metes aqui os valores do gajo. 10, 20, 30. E depois é tipo... sei lá. Tens um character. E depois o character tem um... ficou uma seca, não ficou? De repente. Health. Bro. Isto agora é uma seca do caralho, pessoal. Se bem que eu estou só a pegar numa cena, mas... Yeah, o maior foco é mais a cena dos turnos e tal. Tentar pensar de cima para baixo. Tá aqui um player que se foda, pode ser. Meteste no player. Deve dar para ir buscar o node. Não sei, meu. Eu não acredito muito nessa cena, vou-te ser honesto. Espera aí, isto ia ser público. Onde é que está o teu player? Olha, agora o teu player recebe um scriptable object. Que por acaso se chama scriptable object, mas não ligues. Estás a ver? E passei os stats. Eu pus só a escrever. Vais ver os stats dele na consola. Vai ter que escrever 10, 20, 30 no Health, MP e Attack Stat. Reload! E tu, porquê é que isto é bom? Porque depois podes criar bonecos em massa. Olha, estás a ver? Health, MP, Attack Stat, direitinhos. E os valores vêm daqui. Pronto, e da mesma maneira, só podes ter um 10.000, porque ele tem muito MP. E depois 0 de Attack Stat. Uf, não vale nada. Podes simplesmente vir aqui ao tal character. Podes vir aqui ao character e dar swap dos stats. Estás a ver? Os stats agora são só um objeto que tem várias informações. Podes dar swap. Por exemplo, pode ser um prefab que tem uma cena que recebe os stats. Estás a ver? Mas como tu estás formatado para nodes, eu acho que isto vai ser difícil. Depois mais tarde vês no teu tempo. Deixa eu ver aqui as consoles. Está aqui os status direitos. Health 10. Magic whatever 1000. Attack Stat 0. Os scriptable objects não servem só para isto, mas eles ajudam. Atenção, não é tipo... Sem isto consegues fazer um jogo na mesma, obviamente. Tu só dizer que ajudam muito. Qualquer coisa que seja informação, que seja tipo base de dados ou assim, é fixe guardar em scriptable objects. Se calhar muitas regras do teu jogo, entre aspas, podem estar assim. Para mudar esses status com buff e isso, como é que eu fazia? Estou a pensar. Sei lá. Em termos de... a cena eu consigo pensar em muita cena. Não sei qual é que seria mais... Estou a pensar qual é que seria mais tranquilo para... Um dia vai chegar a este ponto, que é... soluções não faltam. Eu estou a tentar pensar qual é que é a solução mais tranquila para trabalhar. Estás a ver? Podes só dar uma ideia. Ora bem... Eu provavelmente não aconselhava quer dizer, podes. Estou a pensar. Não, é melhor teres uma... Provavelmente é melhor teres uma classe. Exato, isto é melhor ser usado só como base. E depois o próprio character tem uma classe similar. Em que tem o health e não sei o quê, e é atribuído no início. E depois vais tendo os modifiers à medida que o tempo passa. Já tens modifiers no teu jogo? Eu lembro-me, certo? Ou estou errado? É pegar nos base stats e serem multiplicados por coisas. Se quiseres aumentar, multiplicas por números maiores que 1. Se quiseres dividir, multiplicas por números menores que 1. Mas isso usa variáveis. Sim, são variáveis. Eu pessoalmente não faria adições. Faria multiplicações, mas isso também depende. Depende do tipo de stat change. Mas o que eu te digo é, se tu olhas para isto e não vês vantagem, então não uses para já, deixa estar. Não forces. Mas ao mesmo tempo também. Oh, que caralho do cu. Mas tu podes ir ver mais ideias de como é que scriptable objects normalmente são usados. Se quiseres usar, usas. Se não quiseres, não usas. É na boa. Mas também não era só disso que eu estava a falar. É, em geral, ter managers que dão manage a grupos de coisas também é fixe. Mais imagina, podes ter entidade. Pensas por entidades, não é? Agora estava a pensar mais no board game, não é? Começas por ter o Game Manager, o pai deles todos. O Game Manager se calhar tem uma board. A board se calhar tem dentro da... Estás a ver? Tipo, Game Manager dá manage a uma board. Se bem que o Game Manager só vai dizer quero lançar a board. E a board depois dá manage ao que é que está dentro dela, não é? Tipo, o que é que uma board tem geralmente? Tem provavelmente, sei lá, as casas, tem jogadores. Cenas assim. O que é que seria o Turn Manager? Estou a pensar onde é que ele estaria. Está alguns dentro. A board é a maior entidade, acho eu, depois do Game Manager. A board vai ter alguns um Turn Manager dentro. Se é Board Manager, que tem várias coisas. Uma coisa que gera turnos, uma coisa que gera players, uma coisa que gera cenas. Tem 2 fases cada turno. Ok. A partir do momento em que tens o Turn Manager, dentro dele vais ter fases. Estás a ver? E depois o board só diz assim: está no turno do player 1. E o que é que isso significa? Opa, o Turn Manager é que sabe, estás a ver? E depois o Turn Manager tem fase 1, fase 2. Estás a ver? E depois, quando acabar a segunda fase, vira-se para o Turn Manager e diz: acabei. E ele: ok, então agora é a vez do outro player. Bora ver Espanha versus Itália. What? Eu não sei o que é futebol. Eu não sigo o futebol.
Introduces her
But why do
to
we have
his
to have
friend.
character
It's
after
like
man?
it's like how
That's
everyone
where it falls apart.
Yeah.
It's like how every single one of Stephen King's protagonists is a fucking author.
And
Literally
they're all
every
from
fucking
Maine.
one. They're all from Maine. They're all authors.
Whoever
Doesn't
made this
matter, I
video
don't
was a
know.
struggling actor, so that's all they know.
Yeah. No, and it's, I mean, the thing
Ok.
is, it would be...
Alright. Eu quero comer qualquer coisa, mas não sei o que é que quero comer. Acho que vou buscar aquele choca-piques, que eu não compro choca-piques, mas o Oliveira chama-lhe choca-piques, tal como a minha mãe também lhe chamava choca-piques. Volto já. Vou deixar isto a dar para vocês. Thanks for the help. Foi um bocado... Assim, dependendo de... Pode ter sido demasiado vago. Mas também, se tu quiseres, à medida que vais fazendo, se tu quiseres, podes ir perguntando. Ou... Tosta mista, sinto que é demasiado hardcore para agora. Imagina, estás a fazer a cena e estás tipo, epá, estou num impasse. Não sei bem o que decidir. Depois mostras-me aquilo e tem nodes e eu, estou a brincar, esta parte estou a brincar. Volto já, vou deixar isto a dar. Não, é almofadinhas do continente, aquelas de chocolate.
fine if that was meant to be leading you through some sort of story that they wanted to tell, but it doesn't. It gets to a point and then it just hits a wall because they're busy talking about the differences between guns.
It's just a coincidence. I was going to say, like...
That's not a coincidence.
No,
they wrote it.
Maybe they... No. The fact that, like, she's an actress, like, it's just coincidentally...
Do I have to say it again?
No, listen.
Look, they wanted to put their friend who was a famous character actor in there, and so what are you going to have him do? I guess he's playing an actor.
The coincidence...
What else can a character actor do?
Shut up!
There's something else you should know.
The coincidence is that it's an actress in a produced video material. If she was like a lawyer or a doctor or whatever, it wouldn't be a coincidence. It just happens to be that the lady in the video who's an actor is an actor.
That makes a lot of sense.
You have
Actress,
forgotten.
Mike.
No, let's not.
Listen, I thought they were maybe after a famous actress got gunned down in her house or murdered, then they would be marketing this video to actresses.
The issue here, Mike, is that you've forgotten what the word coincidence means.
No, I didn't.
Because
Listen,
this is all deliberate. There's no coincidence here.
Oh, brother.
Listen, it's a must for millions of women.
Yeah.
Millions of women can be actresses or they can be housewives.
If she were playing a doctor and she got hired to play a doctor, but also in real life, they didn't know when they hired her, she is a doctor, that would be a coincidence.
It doesn't matter. It's about a lady.
Well, that I agree with.
Yeah.
Okay, it's about a lady. Coincidentally, she happens to be an actress.
It's not a coincidence.
If you cut the first
She's
word off
just
of that,
an actress.
the rest of it is fine. She happens to be an actress.
She's deliberately an actress.
It's just the way you described it.
Well, here's where things
No, but
get...
she is in real life. So therefore, it's a coincidence.
That's why they cast her.
That's not a coincidence. It's just a parallel.
She happens to be seeking. She happens to be seeking gun safety.
Good.
Instructions.
That's like anybody who ever plays an actor or an actress in
Rich.
anything. It's a coincidence. It's not how it works.
We're making a woman's guide to firearms, right? Our character in the video is a famous actress, right? We want to hire you. Well, I happen to be a famous actress. That's a coincidence.
Is she famous though?
Yes.
How?
She was in a woman's guide to firearms, and I saw it.
What
Mike,
else was she in, Mike?
Is there literally any woman they could have hired for this role where it wouldn't have been a coincidence?
A doctor.
So they had a. What you're telling me is they had a 100% chance of this being a coincidence.
Boa tarde.
How you doing, Jack?
We have to hire an actor to play this actor. Oh my God! We accidentally...
Boa tarde. Olha, Night Slash, ainda estás aí? Há bocado ocorreu-me que esqueci-me de fazer a pergunta mais importante. Sorry. Antes de dizer o que é que seja, é mais... Se calhar é mais fácil se tu me disseres a mim o que é que tu queres fazer, não é? Da vida.
accidentally cast an actor. What a coincidence!
No, at that point it becomes a catch-22.
No que toca, caso quando vi o teu projeto, Disseste que fizeste aqueles assets, parecem muito giros. É isso que queres fazer? Tipo 3D modeling and shit? É que se tu disseres, eu quero me focar nisso, eu digo tipo... Yeah.
Oh, God. Because you want to hire an actor to play an actor. That's why I said it would have been a coincidence.
Okay.
Gostas de 3D e queres continuar a fazer isso, é isso? Mas ao mesmo tempo queres fazer jogos, mas não queres precisar de um programador para te ajudar. Mas queres é que o meu conselho para ti seria, se queres fazer uma cena qualquer este verão, eu tenho ideia, quando falei com a Shiro, fiquei com a ideia que vocês nunca vão aprender programação no vosso curso. Por isso, eu acho que o que seria uma ideia gira, e se queres aprender, era fazeres um jogo. Tipo, o projeto de verão seria fazeres um jogo simples que era para te introduzir a programação. E pronto, provavelmente ia custar porque não estás habituado, mas a ideia era mesmo não há cá visual scripting, é só scripting. Se por outro lado queres fazer uma cena, queres continuar a focar mais na parte do design e não sei o quê, opa, não vejo razão para ir para scripting. Continua no visual scripting.
All in Catch-22, Mike.
If they hired a regular lady who was an actor to
Catch-22
play an
would
actor.
be in contradiction.
No, if they hired a regular lady who was an actor to play an actor.
Depende no que é que queres focar.
Catch-22 would be, we can't hire a doctor to play this actress, but we need an actress to play this doctor.
Why?
No, wait, that doesn't work either. I'm so confused.
No. All right, let's. Okay, hold on.
An actor can be a doctor.
I'm gonna full stop.
But a doctor cannot be an actor.
That's not
Problema é
true.
escrever.
Ken Jeong,
What?
He was a doctor that became an actor.
That's not true.
That is true.
No.
That's literally true.
That's what you call a coincidence.
God damn it! All right.
What's so important about that? You just pull it, don't you?
Pull that out of context clip.
With a smooth and continuous equal pressure. You'll see in a minute when we load.
All these are like a double entendre.
Pois são.
Yeah, it has that like perfect level of corny production value that makes for fun little clips to use.
True.
Are you sure I should?
Este é de facto o movie of all time, não acham? Só não sei as regras e eu vou chato de aprender. Então as regras é, escreves uma linha, depois escreves outra, depois escreves outra. Digo eu.
Pull it now? Yes. Squeeze it.
Mas queres saber? Olha, Unity, sei lá. Event Order of Execution for Event Functions. Olha, está aqui a primeira coisa que vais ver. Que vês do Unity. Tipo, eu não sei o que é um script. Oh, isto até nem. O Visual Scripting ele também segue estas regras, não é? Pode não ser tão óbvio. Ordem dos eventos. Portanto, tudo que seja um script que herde de monobehavior são scripts que podes usar nos game objects. E esses scripts, por causa do monobehavior, vão ter algumas funções. E essas funções são estas todas. Tens o awake, que é quando o objeto, quando a cena acontece. On enable, que é quando o objeto é enabled. O reset, não, vou ser honesto, nunca usei. When the script is attached and not in play mode, whatever. Tens o start, é bom para inicialização, sim. Este também, depende do que é que eu estou a fazer. Isto é quando o script está ativo. Ou seja, todo o código que ponhas dentro do awake e do start é quando os objetos existirem, vai correr uma vez. Depois vai haver código que vai correr durante o jogo todo. E começa a complicar aqui. No entanto, é giro, olhas para isto e dizes assim: ok. Estavas a dizer que não sabes as regras. Pronto, isto é o início. Vou continuar a ver o vídeo sobre a Nina.
Real
A
hard.
disparar uma
Towards the
pistola.
tip. Is this hard enough? Yes. Eventually it will explode. What happens when it
Queres o link?
explodes? You're done.
Isto é aquele link
And you
que o
should
pessoal
leave.
durante uns anos tem que estar sempre a consultar outra vez. Tipo, peraí, o que é que vinha primeiro? É o Awake? Ok. Geralmente vais usar os eventos que vais usar mais, assim, default, vão ser mais o Awake, o Start e o Update. O Update corre uma vez por frame. São mais esses que vais usar. Fora desses eventos, vais usar eventos de colisões e assim. Porque é que isso é importante saber? Tu estavas-me a dizer que não sabias as regras. Tipo, o problema era escrever. Porque é que é importante saber a ordem? Porque se não sabes a ordem vão surgir muitos bugs e não vais saber porquê, não é? Do género, eu não percebo porque é que tenho um null reference. E depois vais a ver, é porque estou a tentar usar uma variável antes de inicializar. É tipo, enganei-me e pus as coisas ao contrário, estás a ver? Isto também vai. Sem isto não consegues fazer design direito das coisas, digo eu.
About guns, how to
First
use
she
a gun
goes to the
properly,
gun
and how to
shop.
use a gun. Here's the thing.
She learns how a gun works.
Yes. Here's the thing I find curious about this video. We're talking about women doing this. Would it matter if it were a man? In like as far as the information they convey?
That's the thing is
Yes.
this is a genuinely informative video.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
But it has nothing to do with like women's
The knowledge
specifically.
seems very just general about guns. There's
Yeah.
nothing specifically about.
They don't frame it. They don't frame it in a way where it's like, oh, a woman's walking down an alley at night. Oh.
Olha, again, visual scripting é assim, muito giro para fazer coisas, para fazer projetos, mas isso não tem futuro, ok? Mas se tu dizes que queres fazer 3D animation, eu digo-te, continua no visual scripting então. Tchau para a vida.
Yeah.
She's scared. Like, there's nothing like that. It's just
if there's
she's in her house. Like, it doesn't matter that she's a woman.
This isn't like a strong against crime kind of save yourself from crime thing. This is an advertisement for the NRA. This is an no. I mean, this is a video that the reason this is handguns for women is because
I'm open ears. Yeah. I'll
It's because
listen.
they're thinking, well, maybe we can sell more guns. We got to get women interested in guns. Only men are buying guns.
Okay.
So even though the information in this could apply to literally anybody, they shove, ladies' guide on there.
Yeah,
And maybe we can get
yeah.
some women interested. Maybe we get some more customers. Hey, coming to the shooting range, it's really fun.
Come on, let's go do some shooting.
Not judging. Opa, estou-te só a dizer as coisas como são. Depois vais para um sítio e eles, precisamos que faças aqui este script e tu, mas eu só sei visual scripting. E eles, please. Ninguém trabalha nisso, meu. What the fuck are you talking about?
At the end of this.
Oh yes, you even get snotty about it.
Oh, and while you're at it, I'd like to rent that new Smith & Wesson.
É fixe para fazer projetos. Para já. E para colmatar o facto de tu preferires tipo focar-te noutras cenas. É fixe para isso.
Model 422?
Oh, the 22 semi-auto.
Yes.
She's getting cocky now.
Yeah. My brain was going like if you want to sell an instructional video to teach people how to properly use guns, why single out half your audience, right?
Yeah.
Because they just make this and they put it at the gun shows, and the husbands go, "Ooh, what?
Oh, I'll buy this for my lady
Yeah,
friends.
it's selective marketing. It's
Or if they
Ok.
actually like drag their wives to the gun show. And she's
Hey,
like, oh,
honey,
honey, can
look, yeah, you can learn about firearms.
Maybe,
oh, this
sure.
video's made for me.
I do want to highlight the one point.
Your cynicism has reached peak levels.
No,
Rich.
but he's
Here I am naively thinking about marketing and selling this video for profit, but you're one step ahead.
There's one thing that happens that is woman-focused in this entire video.
Quando tiveres, e depois estava a pensar na complexidade, quando tiveres mais experiência, as coisas são super, super simples. Para já vai parecer tudo complicado. Até visual scripting, há bocado estavas. No outro dia estavas a dizer tipo, ei, se fizeste a implementação de toda super mega complexa, eu, what the fuck, isto basta uma linha de código. As coisas vão ficando cada vez mais simples à medida que os anos. Na tua cabeça, ok? À medida que os anos passam.
And that is when Hair Helmet Fellow presents her with various choices of earmuffs.
Proper ear protection is a must.
Because she's a lady.
It matches.
É isto que eu queria. É isto que eu queria deste vídeo.
Oh, green and yellow, like her scarf and shirt.
Matching the outfit.
This is offensive.
And has to match the ear protection to her outfit.
Yes, she had a green shirt and a yellow ascot
Oh,
or scarf.
Oh man, sorry, estamos aqui entre dois temas.
I would have gone yellow. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was the only thing that we could be like, they put that in to be like a sop to like, oh, this is what women
Qual é o
do.
tipo de música que ouves mais?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
In 60 fucking minutes, that's
Eu no
it.
outro dia avisei. Que não ouço música. E que isso é um red flag. Não falem comigo.
I think I'm ready to shoot now.
You're right. That's next. But now let's take a break.
Wait, what? Eu sempre gostei muito de música. Aliás, dentro dos meus planos estava talvez aprender uma música hoje para ir tocar com uns amigos meus. Talvez.
Stare at the mountains for a little while. I thought they were gonna have like a date montage where they were falling in love.
Qual é o género que gostas mais? Gosto de metal.
I'm not going to say it's not informative. It's extremely informative to the point that it's dry.
É giro.
Or
Sou
they're
também.
sometimes referred to as handguns. Because they're supported only with the hands.
Yeah, this one's okay.
Conhece um jogo chamado Metal Hellsinger? Onde é que ele está? Deve estar para aqui. E eu suspeito, não foi só isso, mas eu suspeito que comprei uma guitarra de 7 cordas só porque estava a jogar Metal Hellsinger. You know what? That's it. Seven string it is. Foda-se, há quantos meses é que eu não jogo esse jogo? Tá aqui. Yeah! A música de entrada é tão fixe que eu aprendia logo. Normal metal? Existe normal metal?
I hope this ends up blowing some punk to Kingdom Come.
That would be a new one for me.
This turns horribly violent.
Yeah.
Just ends with Dylan finding the gun. It was all the different types of guns and the caliber of bullets and how it was very informative.
And like even just
It's just metal? I don't think that exists.
so when you're shooting, you know, don't
Género chamado Just Metal. Eu gostava que existisse.
don't hitch this way, don't do this, you know, like it was very informative. I just don't understand the
Vanilla Metal.
I think Rich is right. It was a gateway drug.
I'll call you and give you the instructor's number.
E depois o pessoal dos outros metal, dos outros géneros de metal, tipo, are you a vanilla metal listener? Depois a darem ganda bully.
I'll call him first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Thanks.
What you just witnessed is an incident that could happen in any number of homes.
Wait, incident?
having a friend over?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
The role of Major Dad.
Vanilla metal enjoyer, yeah. What the fuck, bro?
Check.
Okay.
He was our sexy Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, but he's like presumably in his own living
Sexy
room.
Teddy
Oh, that looked
Roosevelt.
like his man cave.
They brought the camera. At some point, he starts looking really irritated.
NRA certified instructors and local shooting ranges can be found by inquiring at nearby
Sounds
gun
angry.
He is angry.
He doesn't want to be doing this shit.
This is like the. He thought this was gonna take an hour.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at this video. Estamos tipo a tentar conversar sobre metal, ao mesmo tempo estou-me a cagar a rir com este vídeo.
Long to set up.
Yeah, it's been all. Like, I was gonna.
And I assume that's because it took them longer to shoot it than he would have liked. It's like you got an hour, and it's
Yeah,
like
that last scene with him, he's saying his lines with a little bit of spice behind it.
He's mad. He's mad.
Do you know fucking what I have to chop today?
Look, all I want to know is what happened to poor Dylan.
Dylan got clawed to death by a raccoon and knocked over the garbage.
They found him.
Became a full circle. The problem became the solution. Mom went out and got a gun and learned all about the.
Um amigo meu quer tocar Iron Maiden. Eu estava a pensar se ia ver uma música ou outra.
Guns, but really the raccoon was what made the noise in the first place.
But we love guns. We love the guns. We love the.
We get the best guns.
It ended up clawing.
Every time I see the guns, they cry.
She didn't even need the gun.
The raccoons are crying in the dumpsters.
Dylan was in his room because he never leaves his room because he just spends all day watching TV.
Oh my God!
How was that?
That was great. Wow.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
Good shooting.
Oh man.
So after A Woman's Guide to Firearms, not firearm safety, just firearms.
Yeah.
There's no safety involved.
No, it's 100% informational.
Rich spun the wheel and we landed on TV and Me.
What the hell?
Puppetry episodes, 10 puppetry episodes by Dale and Liz Von Segen. Jay, tell
I'm
us
so
all about
confused.
TV and Me.
Oh God, this is how long? This video felt like it was 2 hours long.
It's not that long.
It's 10 episodes, which are like 3-4 minute little things, where this fucking lady just nags at this poor little puppet about the fact that he watches TV.
Ontem estava no chat da Chia e ele acabou de dizer fucking lady. Eu acho que não podes escrever isso no Twitch. O automodo manda-te logo para o cancel state.
No, if you spend too much time in front of the television, it makes it difficult to get other things done.
Eu não sei se tem automodo.
She is such a nag.
Just awful.
Absolutely insufferable.
Experimenta Crazy Lady, só para ver se eu tenho. Eu acho que não tenho.
Are turning your brains into marshmallows.
So who's asking you?
What a judgy, uptight bitch.
Yeah, não tenho.
Slick, stop coming to your window. When she calls.
Just ignore her. You don't have to talk to this lady.
You can close the window.
She's a fucking nag.
Close the window. Don't go to Luigi's anymore.
Sabes o que é que eu digo? Up yours, woke moralists. É por isso que eu não tenho automodo.
Because it's never open.
It's an anti-television religious video made to look like Sesame Street.
Yeah.
That they can play on television.
That you have to watch on TV.
No, I think it was on public access.
No, I could definitely see it being
That's
shown.
on TV. That's TV.
Oh yeah. But that's what I mean.
This probably wasn't public access.
No, this feels like a privately distributed tape for like
This was
Sunday
this.
school.
Yeah.
Why 10 episodes?
I'll tell you where they aired this.
Because it's 10 weeks of programming.
No.
Yeah, it says it on the thing.
Yeah.
You show one and you discuss with your Sunday school students, do you watch too much TV? What do you watch on the TV?
But there's really not a lot of progression from episode to episode until like the last 2 or 3.
Okay.
Because the first ones are just, what's her name, Liz? Liz, she walks past Luigi.
She looks weird. Luigi?
It's always closed.
It's always closed. She yells to this poor puppet. What's his name?
Slick.
Slick.
She yells to Slick, come to the window so I can bitch at you.
Vai fazer os TPCs, Slick.
like an asshole
And
about the
it's
fact
like-
that you watch
yeah.
TV.
And Slick's like, no!
Yeah.
I'm watching TV!
I'm watching
Fuck off,
TV.
Liz!
Stay away from me, Liz. I'm trying to watch.
Slick, come here. I have to judge you based on what you do in your free time.
Oh, you're never going to learn.
No, see, that's the question. That's the big question. Slick,
E vocês têm uma Liz na vossa vida?
me, look like a parrot or a lobster. But he had the voice of like a 58-year-old man.
Like
Who was-
Escrever pseudocódigo para perceber melhor as coisas. Pseudocódigo é sempre bom. Antes de fazer código é fixe fazer pseudocódigo. Tipo, quero que isto aconteça, depois daquilo que aconteça, depois aquilo e depois aquilo outro. Ok, e depois aí sim começas a escrever.
angry. But she kept saying, did you do your homework? So the
Yeah.
implication was that Slick was a child.
Yeah, he lived with his family,
But
his
he
mom and his
sounded like
sister.
he sounded like fucking Brian Cox in Succession. I only wish she told Liz to fuck off. Fuck off.
Wow.
Because he sounded like a grizzled old man.
E faz flowcharts também. Flowcharts também é fixe.
Who looked like a
That's because he was
lobster
voiced
parrot.
by Liz's husband IRL,
Who was a grizzled old
who is a
man.
grizzled old
Yeah.
man.
I wonder how our friend Slick is doing today.
Leave him alone!
Flow para quê? Sobre o quê? Diz-me tu a mim o que é que estás a escrever. O que é que estás a tentar perceber?
I
Primeiro.
hope this one is just her, like, just knocking and he just won't come.
Yeah.
Go away, I'm busy!
Slick, you're not watching TV again, are you?
What do you
It's none of
care?
your fucking business.
Liz, we gotta make a video telling kids not to watch the violent stuff on TV. I'll play a children's character.
Wear your plainest dress.
Don't show any skin, Liz.
Don't unbutton your top button, Liz. Put a googly eye on my eyes, Liz.
Crank the frump up to 11.
Put the nag to 12.
High frump.
Ok.
Come on, let me help
No!
you.
He's dead!
You can see the hand.
Estava só a dizer que flowcharts às vezes também ajudam quando estás a pensar num ponto. Eu não sei a que nível é que estás a pensar, mas tu podes pensar. Geralmente pensas as coisas a vários níveis, que é. Tens o nível mais alto, que é. Em que pensas mais nas entidades das coisas, tipo. Aquilo que eu estava a dizer, pode ser um game manager e manager de outras coisas também. Mas depois, geralmente o pseudocódigo é escrito para coisas em que como é que eu ia dizer, a camada é mais baixa, é aquilo em que estás a pensar mesmo já em features específicas, tipo movement do boneco ou coisas assim. Right.
Oh, God.
Did the hand pull out?
You saw the hand pull out.
Oh, God.
But okay, so if little what
Slick.
why didn't Slick have a voice like a child? Wasn't Slick?
Diria, sim. Mais abstrato. E às vezes isso responde a perguntas. Imagina, se começares por baixo, vais ter muitas questões. Se calhar. E às vezes o que acontece é se uma pessoa tentar ir por cima primeiro, tentar criar as coisas maiores primeiro, se calhar vais responder a perguntas mais importantes logo. E quando chegares ao nível de baixo, tens muito menos dúvidas. E se calhar potenciais bugs até. De género. Se isto se liga a isto, é óbvio que esta implementação vai ser assim. Cenas assim.
Like a voice.
Tipo, algumas coisas passam a ser óbvias.
They did not have children available.
So immediately, as grown-ups, as adults, or I guess rational people, we witness Slick appear in his window, and he's like, "It's me, Slick." And
E
we're
quando,
like, okay, Slick is a grown.
Quando digo por cima, se calhar no teu caso é pensar em coisas tipo o board game, os turnos, as fases, os players, coisas assim. Eu não consigo pensar em mais entidades para o que estás a fazer.
He is an Oscar the Grouch knockoff.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's exactly where I was going. They wanted to draw that parallel. I mean, even before they threw him into the trash can in like episode 5 or whatever.
It's true.
See ya!
What the fuck?
They really want. Yeah, he's
30 páginas.
the ornery.
What the hell are you writing?
Yeah, like I
Lord of the Rings, the video game?
definitely agree with you on that.
Because when I find it, I'm going to peel his old skin back.
Better clean up the mess, Slick.
So you're like, why is Liz, this elderly woman who's hanging out on Sesame Street?
She's middle-aged like us, Mike.
Okay, she's probably 28 years old.
It's hard to tell with that feather. It's hard to tell.
Why is she lecturing a fictional puppet
Sem a parte de reiteração. O que é reiteração?
who's 68?
Oh, because she's a nag who gets in everybody else's business.
Mas é um projeto sério? O que é a cena? Qual é a ideia?
And unfortunately, there's only one other person that lives on this block, and it's Slick. So
Oh my God.
He gets the brunt of her her nagging.
She never talks to his mom or his sister that apparently exist. She just apparently wanders into his house to yell at him.
Process feedback. No idea what that means. Feedback é dos players?
Oh, he's probably watching
Depois as pessoas a testar o jogo e recebes feedback, é isso? E escreves? Disseram que o jogo demorava demasiado tempo a acabar. E tu escreves isso, é isso?
Slick! Oh, Slick! Slick! Slick!
Que chata!
Yeah.
All he wants to do is watch Marshmallow Men from Mars.
Essa mulher é
Comes home
muito
from
chata.
shopping with her fucking Frosted Flakes and she's just like, Slick!
Já tens o jogo IRL?
Why are you being such a fucking lazy loser?
E agora queres,
Come to the window.
e agora queres fazer o port para videojogo, é isso?
I can bitch at you and judge you.
Slick, what are you doing?
What do you want, Liz?
What do you
I'm
want?
busy.
Well, I'm sorry, Slick, but what were you doing?
Masturbating?
Yeah, we know what Slick's like.
Everyone had an answer.
That's why they call him Slick. Yeah.
Just waiting for
Parece
the
uma boa
cafe
ideia.
to open.
Have you finished your homework?
Faz devlog.
Oh, that's what you do. Like the passive-aggressive horse shit.
This lady is horrible.
Yes.
This is a crazy lady. Cancel me, Twitch. Oh man.
She's the worst.
Don't you think doing your homework is just a little more important than some silly old movie?
No.
Before you get
Bitch!
Why would you do that? Why would you watch?
What I mean, devlog? É tipo.
The stuff that Slick is describing.
É uma coisa só. Olha, é tipo um diário. Olha, hoje.
Particularly given that it was 1990
Hoje abri o
or
Unity,
whatever,
comecei a fazer as coisas e afinal tive um problema e não sei o que. É um diáriozinho.
Not great. I would totally watch that.
How disgusting.
Eu nunca fiz, mas o pessoal faz. É interessante. Às vezes o pessoal gosta dessas cenas. Olha quem faça em vídeo também. Na primeira semana foi mesmo fodido para o boneco a saltar porque estás a ver, tipo, essas cenas. E o pessoal depois faz porque o pessoal depois gosta de ver. Jânio, ei, em que erros é que este gajo caiu? Que é para eu não cair. Yeah.
All those dead people.
We clean out all the dead people from the bottom of the TV every morning.
Yeah, é cool. É tipo, é uma cena gira. É tipo reforçar uma atmosfera assim mais. Ou uma comunidade assim mais fixe, certo? Tipo, agora o pessoal tipo a partilhar as experiências e tal. Mesmo de, olha, tentei fazer isto e esta foi a única solução que consegui na altura e tal. Tipo, uau, que interessante. Também existe outra coisa que o pessoal gosta de ver, que é tipo post-mortem games. Bora. O pessoal gosta de ver post-mortem de games. Fallout, por exemplo. Olha, está aqui onde o GDC. Está aqui.
Okay, I'm going to start the talk.
É tipo, o jogo já está feito e é tipo um pensamento sobre o que aconteceu.
You guys are in the Fallout 1 post-mortem. I've been asked to ask you to silence your cell phones. Please answer the review that will get mailed to you, the evaluation at the end of the talk, designers that were on the team. I'm going to do a quick overview. I assume everybody is familiar with Fallout.
Nah, nunca vi Fallout. Haha, estou a brincar. Anyway, é para ver que existe.
There's like violence, car crashes,
Wrestling, right?
Wrestling, so much wrestling. Wrestling was at a peak back then.
B-movies.
How'd you get that? When did you go to the fridge?
Don't worry about it.
When did you leave?
It's magic.
Jesus is magic.
Stop judging me.
I was looking and I was like, oh, Jay drank all of his spotted cow, and then
Jay, you shouldn't drink so much.
You should take all the money you spent on beer and give it to the church.
Sorry.
Liz just came from the beauty shop. She said, "Do your worst."
And they did.
And then she went up to fucking Slick and just judged him about his TV habits.
she's buying Frosted Flakes, eating that processed sugar.
Right?
The bitch.
That's way worse for you
Yeah,
than TV.
Slade
I
should have
say
turned
as I
that around
drink
on
my
her.
cola.
Jesus didn't eat processed sugar.
Why we're at the grocery store, Liz.
He buys himself a toy car that he saw advertised on the TV, and he's upset because it breaks. And what does she do? Oh, you shouldn't take it back and give that money to me.
To the church.
Yeah, that's
she's
when the real
She's
church
absolutely
representative
part
of
of
the
the
church.
church.
Yeah.
You said you saved all your allowance for 3 weeks.
That's right.
Did you take any money out for your tithe or for offerings for church?
Well, no, I only get $5 a week. Jesus doesn't deserve that.
They can't have your
$5 a
money.
week?
I need to have your money.
That's abuse.
I think you need to learn about priorities.
Well,
Do they make this video for Wheel of the Worst?
That's when the story arc comes into place, is in the last few episodes. The toy car story arc.
So what are the evils of television according to this video?
Oh, they don't know because
You
they've
heard
never,
church? E acho que este vídeo era baseado. Foi feito pela igreja ou some shit, este filme.
never actually watched TV. this comes
It
off
does
like
come from that, yeah.
the attitude. It just feels like just somebody talking with authority about something they know nothing about. Is the impression I get.
So Liz and Scurvy.
Scurvy would have been way better.
Scurvy.
Is that his eyes in his eyes?
It's just an extra wound that came back.
Look, I'm in a lot of pain, and TV's the only thing that comforts me. Leave me alone, Liz.
Liz, my
You
scab.
fucking jerk.
Okay, Liz dresses like a Mennonite, and she.
What's a Mennonite?
Sesame Street, and she comes.
Hey,
to the
what's a Mennonite?
window of,
Is that a Pokemon?
The Mexican equivalent of Sesame Street.
No.
and Liz says, "Puppet, I have nothing better to do every day but to berate you about TV.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna nag you about TV. Nag, nag, nag. Subtle hints. You should spend your free time doing your homework, talking to your family.
Read your Bible.
Bible.
Read your Bible instead of you could read a book,
That was a thing.
but the Bible is preferred.
Specifically, one book I'm thinking about.
But do everything but TV because TV is bad. It's gonna lead you to bad things.
Yeah, it
that
looks
are
like
non-religious.
But Marshmallow Man from Where Mars is on, and I want to see that.
Scurvy loves TV.
It's 1990. We don't own any VCRs, even though we have 6 TVs.
Liz, forget about the Bible. Let me show you a movie. It's called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Did you do the voice for him? I'm just unbutton your shirt some more, Liz.
Come on, dressed like my grandma.
You must see your wrinkly old neck.
Oh my God, he's dead.
What happened? He died. He's taking his last breath.
This feels like an act of desperation by
Well,
religious people.
Yes.
Because they're like, it's
yeah.
1990. Oh God, TVs are everywhere. We're losing our kids
Yeah.
to church.
Oh,
They're
God.
not going to church.
Ren and Stimpy is showing the most horrible, Mighty Mouse showing cocaine on the
Something called
TV.
MTV, and
Oh,
oh
God.
God, we're losing our
So
kids.
corrupt.
If
Yeah.
that were it, I'd be kind of okay with it. The fact that the real underlying motivation is, oh God, there goes our money.
Yes.
Is where they
yes.
lose me.
That's the arc of the last few episodes.
Yeah.
Is don't give your money to toys that you see advertised on TV. Give it to the church.
It gets so specific and
Yeah,
blatant.
yeah, specific. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not just.
It's not just get your money back
Go
and you should
outside.
spend
Don't
that
watch
on...
TV and rot your brain. Go outside and play in a park. No,
I
it's
don't-
give your money to us.
God wants us to give Him first place in our lives with our time, our
God
talent,
wants us to give him
and our money.
She actually fucking said it. Jesus.
Time,
our attention and our money.
That's right.
You're just a shill, Liz.
To make a fortune getting the lunch money from little kids.
Oh my God.
who are watching TV.
They're trying to say if you have spare money.
No, they're
That's
just
literally
saying,
what they're doing.
Yeah, literally, but
I have it. I'm gonna take that car back to the store where I got it and see if they'll give my money back. And if they do, I'll put it all in the offering at church.
And if they don't, I'll put the car in there.
If they don't, I'll burn the building down.
Jesus told me to kill.
I'm sorry.
literally the last
Isto é heresia. I'm sorry, eu nem sei.
Oh, I'm not going to give that $15 to the church. I'm going to give $20 to the church because I made more money from doing good things, helping my neighbors, and I'm going to give that to the church.
Are you going to give the $15 to the
En de
church?
boa.
No, God, did you read the Bible?
Absolutely not.
Yeah!
I will not give $15 to the church.
$20 to the church with the money
Yeah,
he made.
yeah.
I will not give $15.
Here it comes.
But I
Everybody
will
ready?
give $20. And I've learned something.
Amazing.
important. I'm
Amazing.
not stuck on TV anymore.
You did it, Slick.
I'm getting cornholed for Jesus.
it's not
If she
about.
were nagging him to live closer to the teachings of Jesus, that would be one thing.
Fine.
But she specifically wants his fucking money.
No.
Fucking money. Oh, hey, what? You know what? Give me $5 extra than what I asked for before. God damn it.
She's just bullying for money.
It's a motivation. It's not literally about the actual $20. It's
I
about.
don't
But
know
it really,
about that, Mike.
but it really is.
No.
It's I'm threat from it.
It's about,
It really
it's
is.
about changing the hearts and minds of young people to give more.
They wheel this out in like a Sunday school, and they play like the first 5 minutes, and then it goes to black. Then the pastor comes out, probably does an extended speech, and then it ends with, "Tell your parents to give to church next week."
If you thought Rich was cynical about the first video, he's way more cynical about this one, and I'm with him. 100%. It feels like a fucking cash grab.
Not literal cash. It's more of a
Literal
cultural.
cash
It's
grab.
a cultural grab.
It's only a cultural grab in the sense that they're trying to manipulate you to give you their cash via
How much
cultural...
money can a lobster puppet really have?
$20 apparently. They start at the lunch money, and then they
Cultural
build it to the.
change. Yes.
For the purpose of extracting money!
Yeah. So either they want his money or they want his money.
No, they.
That's what we're getting.
All right.
They don't want the literal $20. The $20
Jay,
is a lifetime.
Jay, that's just a coincidence.
The $20 is a lifetime of
Mike.
devotion to the church.
Oh my God.
Hey-ya!
Slick,
Fucking kill her.
is that you?
Well, it ain't Santa Claus.
Why are
Of
you in my
course it's
house?
me.
Didn't recognize
Let's get the
you in
fuck
that.
out of here. Liz, I chased the locks.
Well, it sounds like plenty of blood and guts.
Oh, blood and guts are okay. They just can't rip a guy apart.
So
Why
that's
did he change his voice?
that's what they're going for is they want devotion.
They want the money, long term. Not the literal $20. They don't care about that $20 bill that they show.
They don't care about his money. They just care about his money.
They want. Yes,
Is
exactly.
what you're saying, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes,
I get you. I get you. I understand what you're saying.
They're trying to brainwash him from a young age.
It hurts.
So yeah, it's like they want his money, but like they want his money.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
I guess I don't,
getcha.
Mike. I guess I don't.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I get for not being
Let me
in whatever
rephrase it.
religion this is. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're leaving parts
That you're
out.
saying I'm right.
Yeah, but you're not painting the whole picture.
Only Mike
You're
can
not-
win an argument by agreeing with the other side.
It's amazing.
Can we talk about the lady who turns into a dry erase board?
So,
Oh my
Mike,
God,
what
oh
you're
my
saying
God.
is you're not painting the entire picture on the canvas that's on the easel. got one.
Transition.
You got it. You beat me to the punch.
Fuck off.
Wow.
Foda-se. What am I doing with
Let's
my
talk
life?
about fire safety.
Guys, what am I
for
doing with
kids,
my
which
life?
has nothing to do with fire safety.
Yeah.
Not nothing, but very little.
Vou
we
lá
have to
com a rua,
explain
chave.
this now. How did we get to? Because we didn't watch what we landed.
The wheel
No.
was spun. We landed
Ia jogar
on
Last of Us, mas depois não deu.
Grandpa's
toy
magical
shit.
toys. Grandpa's fun toys, magical toys.
But through a clerical error, that's not the tape that was
Yeah.
in the case.
By clerical error, you mean that you put the wrong tape in the box.
Look, let's not point fingers.
I'm already doing it.
Somebody messed up somewhere.
Okay.
And we watched the wrong tape.
Basil, how would we get out of here?
When you're in school or when you're in a movie theater.
Credo. Olhem, deixa eu ir. Beijinhos. Vou carregar neste botão e neste botão e já vi.